This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh.
Well, hello, Fresh.
Red hot comic book movie news, shooting up your butthole. The Weekly Planet, the Weekly Planet.
James, wake up. Can you hear me, James?
What? Where am I? Who are you?
James, you're in the hospital. Your name is James.
Oh, no, that's such a generic name.
It's
Can I have a
bitchin'.
cooler name?
I mean,
Can I be Jim Bob?
that's... Maybe you should sleep a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, look, my name's Meso. What you need to
First
know is...
name or last name?
It's not important. It's like Madonna. You don't know who Madonna is. It's not important. Anyway, you were hit by some non-specific form of public transport.
Okay, cool.
I don't know who was driving.
Yeah, right.
Maybe no one. Probably no one was driving. Probably it was automated or something.
Automation? How long have I been out?
Like 20 minutes. Anyway, you're in a hospital. It's fine, but you seem in good shape. But it seems like you've.
I'm in excellent shape for a man of my age.
How old do you think you are?
54?
Yep, you're doing great. You're doing great there, buddy. Anyway, you've lost all your memory, and I've been speaking to the doctors outside, and they say the best way to recover your memory is be alone and focused and just let your thoughts drift away, and after enough time, the memories will slowly return to you.
Terrific.
But I mean, what do doctors know ultimately? You know what I mean?
What's a doctor?
See, exactly. You don't know. I'm as the only person you know here. I'm the only authority on this. So what I'd recommend is we do a podcast together.
Yeah, right.
And what I'm going to do is just ram awesome clips from that podcast just into your ear holes, and that's going to bring your memory back. So everything's going to be
Terrific.
fine, right?
Are you doing this to continue this show that we've still got revenue coming in from the show, even though I've got severe brain damage?
Look, don't think about that too hard because you've got severe brain damage. Just focus on the good fun times we had this year, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
You mean last year? I assume?
Just be quiet and listen to the podcast.
All right, new theme song. You ready?
There's a new theme song.
I've got it.
You made it.
Yeah. Ready?
All right.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they are like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. New theme song. What do you think?
Incredible. I love it.
So, look, we want something less risque, a bit more family friendly.
Yeah, for sure.
Something that we're singing. Got milkshakes. Everyone loves
Yards.
milkshake. Yards.
Hanging out in a yard.
These are all good things. That's the new theme song now.
Why have you chosen to do this today of all days?
Because it's hot, Mason.
You're losing your mind. We're doing this a little. Have you put the actual theme in, or is that what it is?
Who
now?
knows?
Okay, great.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Week.
Hey.
We did that during the theme song. People
Yep.
didn't hear it, but
What happens is James mutes the microphones.
so we can't. So there's no nonsense.
There's no nonsense, and then he plays the theme. We cuts that in, so we could be doing anything.
Yeah.
So we just went,
hey.
and then James said, "Just for us," and I'm like, well,
Why not share?
Why save it for just for us? You know, why not give it to the whole world?
That's a good
anyway, you were
point.
saying something about our podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast. We do it. We're in it. Oh my God, it's the Weekly Planet. It's my new intro. What do you think?
Ooh, I don't like it.
You don't like
I
it?
like your enthusiasm, but I like nothing else about it.
Okay. Oh my God, it's the Weekly Planet where we. This isn't good. Why did I decide to do this?
I don't know. It's great though. No, actually, the second time around, may I ask, when did you decide to do that new intro?
A second before.
That's very good.
Thank you. I don't think you mean it.
No, that was good. I like the fact that you took a punt.
Oh, God, I appreciate that. Maybe we should do that every week. I'll just do a different thing every week.
Yeah. You know what? Because there was probably some listeners who are on the verge of no longer listening. And they're not like, well, I just won't listen this week. I'm like, I'm going to listen. But if he opens up with, hey, everyone, the Weekly Planet, I am done. And they've got their finger on the stop.
Yep.
And they're ready. And then they're like, oh my God, it's the Weekly
This
Planet.
is the shot in the arm I need.
That's right. It's your boys, Jimmy and Nikki.
You know it. We're back.
That was brought up on the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates group, and I'm like, should we be Jimmy and Nikki? You
Yeah,
think that works.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who's Jimmy and who's Nikki though?
I'm Jimmy, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey, exactly. Yeah, Jimmy and Mickey, exactly. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah. Very good. You know what else I love, Mason?
What do you love?
So, in other news, it was reported from Variety that Robert Pattinson is in the final negotiations for Batman. And then another publication was like, hang on, also Nicholas Hoult. And then someone else was like, I heard Armie Hammer. So
Yes.
it's probably Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
What are we going to go with? Are we going to go with Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
Or are we going to go with Patman?
What about Robert Batten's
Bat.
bat?
Robert Batten's bat. Okay, good. All right. Because I think the two that I suggested were probably more mainstream. You know, they were a bit.
You've added a third layer.
Yeah, we've added a third layer with Robert Batson Bat. So we're going to go with that. That's his new. That's
Robert Batten Bat.
Yeah, Robert Batten Bat. So because Batfleck was a thing for a long time, so we need to settle into one. If this is going to be rumors and speculation for a long time, we need a simple nickname for Robert
Something
Pattinson.
that just rolls off the tongue.
rolls off the tongue, so we can, when we refer to him, we can use it as that.
That's right.
So it's Robert Bat.
Bat.
Robert Bat and Bat. Okay, cool.
Because if you look at Nicholas Hoult, what do you make that?
Nicholas Bat.
It could be anyone. It could
But
be
it
Nicolas
isn't.
Cage.
No, but it's not. It's Nicholas Hoult.
Battleless Bat.
That makes it clearer, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Nicholas Batman Holt.
Yeah, well, that's not bad either. What do you think about
Rob Pattinson?
I couldn't even think of the name we gave him.
Robert Battenbat. I think he's good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You want some news on The Flash? It's got a director maybe or in talks.
It doesn't, though, does it?
Well, even if it does.
I'll believe any of this when I see it. Even
movie,
when the trailer comes out, I'll be like, is it really or is this test footage, you know?
That's a good and valid question. But Andy Muschietti, who's...
I'm sorry, what?
Andy Muschietti.
Is that spelt the way you'd expect Muschietti?
Muschetti.
Oh, right.
So I
Not
guess
as good.
Muschetti, it could be.
Muschetti?
Yeah, it could be Muschetti. Where's my Muschetti?
Thank
Here
you.
he is. So we'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
About this. I can't believe I didn't bunch this together with the DC news. I think that says to people that this is not a professional situation, and I don't like that. I don't like it comes
The podcast or DC generally is not a professional situation.
I like to maintain a level slightly above the DC film slate, and I think we maintained it.
Yeah, that's a low bar to pass, but we've done it. We usually do it most weeks, I think. And what we do is if we on the way out of here we look at your Justice League lanyard.
Yes.
And most weeks we go, we beat you.
Yeah, we got you.
And
Not
some
this
weeks,
week.
Yeah, some weeks we just turn it around so they're not looking at us.
Ava DuVernay has confirmed that the Furies and Darkseid will be in her New Gods movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, I'm so glad they didn't use Darkseid in Justice League.
Me too.
Because now they can use him in this.
Yeah.
But do you think it would have improved that movie in any way? That good movie that we both like?
And it's a bad movie and no one likes it. No, I don't think it would have. No.
Yeah. So there you go. That Snyder Cut's still happening.
Is it real? It's real?
Well, Kevin Smith talked about it this week and said it exists, but it's not finished. So it's a lot of,
Okay.
green screen plates and whatever, and people standing in front of a wind machine being like, get the laser, get it focused on the whatever. You know how movies end nowadays.
Yep, yeah, for sure. Yeah, is that how the Snyder Cut was going to end?
Yeah, probably.
The grim and gritty Snyder Cut was just going to be like, focus the laser. There's too many lasers coming out of the sky.
Focus the laser.
Sounds awful.
You got a crystal. The crystal needs to be aligned
With a laser. Where'd this crystal come from?
Wasn't there a crystal? Oh, it was a box.
There was a box. Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, no, we've opened the box. There's a crystal in it. That's the twist that you didn't know about. That's in the Snyder Cut. A box, ridiculous. Crystal, perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my dog's coughing. No,
She's doing great. I mean, she did spend the last 5 minutes just licking the floor.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably going to vomit.
Okay, great. Yeah, she's doing it now.
Yeah, okay. Good stuff.
Okay, then.
Mason, trailers ahoy.
Is that the name of our new segment?
Yep, Mason,
Okay.
trailers ahoy.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
The first
If somebody could knock up a graphic that we can add to the MP4 version of this,
It'd be wonderful.
or a theme song possibly,
Yep.
that would be great.
Do we get a foghorn in there?
Yeah, I think so.
And a lighthouse.
And the theme to what is it? Captain Pugwash.
Pugwash.
Yeah, Captain Pugwash.
We're thinking of the same nautical adventures.
Yes.
Oh my God, trailers ahoy, Mason, this week. Big time, every time. We got a new Joker trailer. It's mostly the same, but is there anything from it that you went, oh my goodness, this guy's on the edge, more than I thought?
No, but I'm very much enjoying. There's a lot of Joker-based tweets.
Yes.
I mean, maybe there are every week.
You're enjoying the reactions to the Venice Film Festival. I found a parody one, which actually got picked up by the real Joker.
Oh, I
accounts.
see. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You might have the same one in front of you.
I don't, but I know what it is. Go for it.
This one is from Ben Meckler. It says, crowd went absolutely ballistic for #Joker. Film is dark, sick, twisted. I'm with a crowd of fellow critics right now running through the streets of Venice, just screaming, hollering. My legs are tired. We've been doing this for hours. Joaquin is an Oscar contender. Follow-up tweet. Joker will change superhero cinema forever. Sure to be controversial. This film is a literal riot. I just flipped a car with 2 of the guys from IndieWire. A Guardian reviewer fell down and we all kept running. I stepped on his hand. Really impressed with Todd Phillips. And the last one is a French guy in the crowd shouted, I am Le Joker. And we all started doing it. I grabbed an old Italian lady by the shoulders and screamed it in her face. We both cried and she dropped her groceries.
That's good. I think there might be one more tweet in that.
Okay.
But and it's basically just like, we've had some time to think about it. It's okay. This movie's okay.
Yeah, right.
This is my favourite tweet.
Okay.
It just says, sickest part of the Joker movie is when he go, I hate Batman, and his wife go, who is that? He isn't in this particular movie, which causes the Joker to go insane in his mind, turning him into the Joker. It's from DVS Blast on Twitter.
Anyway, we'll see you in a month.
Yeah.
Won't
Look,
we?
Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, well, I think also, even if it is really good, I think sometimes people take the wrong messages from these things. We'll see, won't we?
We sure will.
Ooh. I know you have thoughts on this, Mason, because you're a big fan of this franchise.
Here we bloody
Harbinger. You know that movie?
Oh,
they're
the
making?
Valiant comics. Okay, sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
That movie has left Sony for Paramount, complicating the Valiant universe, which Sony was creating, starting with Bloodshot, starring Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I like the Valiant universe from
Me too.
what I know of it.
Yeah.
Which is...
When are they doing a Turok?
Do I have to read one rock to understand two rock?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mason.
He's back. That's right, folks. He was gone for a long time. We all worried about it. Everybody sent me DMs and emails. Has James lost it? Is he gone for good? It's been weeks and months. And
some
but
people
he's
say
back.
since I got married,
And
I've lost my edge.
That's right. It's true because you're always wondering what the missus is thinking about what you say on this podcast. You used to say some real edgy stuff, but now you're like, I'm firmly on the fence now all the time. That's what you said. But I'm just here to say he's back.
It's good to be back.
Because Turok, like two.
Like two, like T-O-O.
What you did is you imagined that Turok was in fact a sequel
Yes.
to a movie called
It's called
One
One
Rock.
Rock.
That's good
Comic.
stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, Mason.
No problem. Anyway, I'm just going to pull this string and all the confetti's going to fall from the studio.
How did I not notice that?
That's right.
I think they were releasing a Turok on the Switch or something.
Okay.
Or something. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But they are releasing Jedi Outcast on the Switch, which I'm super excited for.
Won't it be kind of tricky for me to understand the controls of Turok if I haven't played the first Turok?
That's a really good question.
Isn't it, though?
I'll let you know, obviously.
Okay, cool,
He's
mate.
back, everybody! We're both of us are back.
Some people said I wouldn't be back, but I am back.
You sent me a bunch of emails. People
That's
are
right.
independently sending us emails asking if the other person's
this
okay.
back.
Yeah. Anyway, so this might not be a shared universe, or they'll share it like Sony does sometimes.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man and whatever. I forgot to ask if you've seen this, but I'm sure somebody sent it to you. Mackenzie Mustache has happened. It's taken 5 years.
On the TV
And
series Gotham.
That's right. And a
Yeah.
groundswell campaign started on this very podcast to get Jim Gordon in a mustache.
Exactly. We did it. Then nothing happened for
5 years.
5 years. And then he's done it. So I'd like to thank the listeners for
Yep.
harassing him specifically, a man who has no production control on that show.
He asked about it and they said, no, you'd look ridiculous in it.
Terrific. Oh, thanks to everybody who...
Oh. What's up, bud? What's up?
That's a big sandwich.
You want a big sandwich?
Oh,
All right, guys, I'm just going to go get a big sandwich for my son. I'll be back. Guys, we're back. I made a big sandwich.
cool. Are you going to bring in the big sandwich for me now?
No, it's not for you, Mason. You don't get a big sandwich.
What?
It's for my son. He only gets the big sandwiches in this house.
Wow. Do you
Yeah.
also get a big sandwich?
I don't get big sandwiches.
No. You eat leftover sandwiches over the sink.
That's exactly what I
That's
do, yeah.
fatherhood
I'll
now.
eat whatever he doesn't eat of that big sandwich.
Which will be all of it. He's going to eat all of the
He
sandwich.
probably will,
Yeah.
yeah. That's probably going to happen a few times in this episode. I hope everyone don't mind. Now it's recorded. What do you want? Another big sandwich, please?
Please.
All right. Excuse me, everybody. I have to go make another big sandwich.
You know what they say, if you're going to make one big sandwich, better make two big sandwiches.
Is that like digging two graves?
It's like digging two graves, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you're back with my big sandwich.
No,
and I-
Mason, again, you don't get a big sandwich.
Wow.
There's only one person in this house that gets a big sandwich. All right?
All right, it's the kid. All right, fine.
So, a few bits of Swamp Thing news.
Yeah.
First one
One
being-
that's cancelled, probably.
Yeah, well, they ceased production early.
Okay.
They went a few episodes short.
They were like, we nailed this. We nailed this in 3. So don't even worry about it.
2.5.
Yeah, right?
The people involved in it were surprised. There was some
Swamp Thing, he was
Yeah, it
surprised.
was like, what?
It was another big sandwich.
Another big sandwich. We're going, he's going to eat me out of big sandwiches,
How
mate.
many big sandwiches can this kid put away?
All right, guys.
Look, I don't want to... I mean, live your life, but I mean, if you eat too many bloody big sandwiches, I reckon you're going to turn into a bloody big sandwich. He's already left the room.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's already waiting on the couch
Yeah.
for his big sandwich. I'll be back.
All right.
We're back.
All right. Third time's
I
a
didn't
charm.
bring you a big sandwich either this time, Mason.
Guess third time isn't a charm.
Where are we at? Swamp Thing. Yeah.
All I can think about is big sandwiches. Maybe they shut down production of their show that people like because no one brought them a big sandwich.
Possible. It's entirely possible.
Yep.
It's probably budgetary because they're going to have a big gloopy monster.
Is that the issue here? You having budgetary problems?
Yes, that's
Couldn't get me a
right.
big sandwich?
And may very well be. Are you ready to go, Mason?
Yes,
Or are you feeling slow?
Oh.
I asked you that before the show, and I thought, what a great bit. Why waste it when you could include it as content?
All our conversations are content now.
That's true.
Everything we contemplate saying to each other in person. We're like, should we have some interpersonal interaction
Nah.
or should we save it for the show?
There's a lot of half-finished sentences and
Yep.
thoughts and feelings.
There's a lot of one of us opening their mouth and like holding their finger up as if to make a point, and then the other person's like gives the expression of like, the show though? The show though? The show though.
And then it's in the show.
Then it's in the show. And that one, perfect.
But-
definitely do not leave that on the cutting room floor. Put it in the show.
You didn't answer my question. Are you feeling slow or are you ready to go?
I can be both.
You can be both.
Actually, that's not true. I had an espresso and I had a Coke before I got here, so I am
wow.
flying.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that should wear off.
That's
about
all I've had.
40 minutes. Really, for today? That's all you've eaten?
Oh, that's all I've had today.
This is going to
yeah.
be very interesting.
Isn't it, though?
So Swamp Thing is cancelled.
Immediately.
They had one episode out.
Yeah.
People were wondering whether they were going to finish the series. They are. They're going to do all 10. But then, as we know, it was 13 and then they cut it short. But I just saw this just before the show, and thank God I looked it up because the DC Reddit moderator, Applejack,
Oh, yeah.
he's got some information.
Named after my favourite
Yes.
American cereal.
This is. Do you have it with milk or do you just eat it dry?
I've done both.
Phew,
Yeah, that's right.
you're a wild man.
Yeah.
You going slow or you the other thing? Ready to? You can eat it whatever way you want.
Well, there's a lot of high fructose corn syrup in it, so I'm ready to go.
That's most cereals, though, isn't it, Mason? That's why you got to make your own muesli. But even I have given up on that.
What?
I'm eating eggs, mate. I'm eating eggs every day.
Wow. If you keep eating eggs, and this is a warning, you're
Yeah.
going to turn into an egg.
Nah, mate.
Wow. All right.
I just don't think I will.
Okay, good. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, the Reddit.
In relation to Swamp Thing, we appreciate there are questions as to why, but unfortunately, we are not in position to answer at this time.
So he's got nothing.
Yes.
Thanks, Applejack.
We've got a lot of exciting plans for our shows.
For a minute, I was wondering, like, which is my favourite Applejack, the delicious cereal, or this dude? It's still the cereal, actually. I'm like, maybe I'll have a new favourite Applejack. I don't. Thanks for nothing, jerk. More like Apple Jerk. Got him. Sorry, that's the espresso talking.
But you made it also.
I mean it, yeah. I will not regret this later.
We got a lot of exciting plans.
Like Crapplejack, got him again.
This is good.
Crapple Jerk. Too far?
No, that's good.
Okay.
I think that's as far as it could go.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So these are all good things.
I agree.
Apparently, the current cut of Endgame is 3 hours.
Okay.
They were talking about an intermission.
Yes.
I love an intermission.
Do you?
It would harken back, Mason, for me personally, when I first saw the first Iron Man in Rome, when I could travel, when I
Yeah.
wasn't saddled with
With
rocks.
family. You're with rocks and family.
With
family,
rock-
the rocks of the
Yeah,
relationship.
with rocks and metaphorical rocks.
Yeah.
And then we went back in and finished it.
Is there a little warning chime? Like there a 2-minute warning or something like that when you're supposed
Yes.
to go back? Okay.
They shouted some things in Italian.
Hey!
Hey, come and get a pizza, they said.
Prego!
Yeah, but I was too poor to get a pizza, Mason.
Wow.
I couldn't get one.
Wow.
Though you love a pizza in a cinema, don't you?
Yes.
'Cause you're a monster.
Yes!
Yeah, so...
Oh, imagine I've just had a thought. What if one day I'm rich enough that I could just get pizza for everybody in the cinema? Just one of the cinema employees comes in with 30 pizzas stacked, 30
30
tiny
pizzas.
tiny little stacked up pizzas.
So everyone gets a slice each?
Nobody gets a pizza. I'm assuming.
Okay,
assuming
how
I'm
big is
going.
this theatre?
I'm going on a weekday. There's not that many people there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much are those pizzas?
A lot.
How much are they? $14?
I don't think that. Yeah, I think something like 15 or something like that.
Okay, let's say 14.
Okay.
That's going to cost you $420. You could do that now.
I could do that now, I guess.
I mean, you should because
I
it's
should.
$420.
It's $420 for people I don't know. What am I gonna? What am I gonna appear in
Also,
the local
I
paper?
wouldn't-
Who cares?
I wouldn't eat a pizza that's a stranger bought me.
Really?
No way.
It's not like I'm bringing them in. Somebody else is bringing them
No, I
in.
know, I get it, but I still don't want it.
I just think it's a funny visual.
No, 'cause then-
he'd have 30 very
Nah.
narrow little pizzas in a stack.
Because then afterwards, because you
Or
she would be like this local hero.
Yeah.
Would expect people to come up and go, thanks, man, you didn't have to do that or whatever. I'd be like, fuck off, I don't want your pizza.
Wow.
That's very presumptuous of you to think I'm going to eat a pizza.
I'm gluten free.
Yeah,
Listen,
so-
kill me. Why'd you try to murder me with pizza?
Yeah. I reject your gesture. So if you do it,
Mm-hmm.
get 29 pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You're gonna be laughing over the other side of your face when you have a pizza. Wish you had a pizza.
Cinema pizza. Get out of here.
Nah,
they
it's
just
rude.
reheat them.
No, they don't. They make 'em fresh.
Make them fresh. The base is already done.
Well, that's true.
Get out of here. So, intermission or non? I mean, they're not doing it, but what would you prefer?
I don't want that. I don't want the reality of the movie broken in the final film of this. I don't want to be like halfway through the ultimate realization of 10 years worth of 11 years worth of movie making and just be like, hey, what do you reckon's gonna happen? I don't care. I don't want your theories for the last half. Just let it play. James.
Come on, mate. Apparently,
I could really do with a pizza. Well, you made your choice, didn't you?
we got 29 pizzas and
That's
they're all
right.
gone. Taika Waititi apparently has pitched Thor 4.
Do you think they're just going to call it 4?
4.
4.
Do you think he'll break the Thor wall?
You'll break the Thor wall, yeah. Hello, audience, it's me, Thor. I thought you were exhausted from making big sandwiches, but you've still brought your
I've still
A-game.
got it.
Yeah,
Maybe I've
cool.
been secretly eating big sandwiches inside.
Oh my god! So I'm the
minute.
only one in this house who hasn't had a big sandwich today.
Endgame, Mason. It is breaking every record imaginable. Apparently, by the time this goes out, it would have crossed 2 billion. It'll probably catch Avatar because then it only needs a measly $700 million to get
$1 million.
there. Yeah, maybe or maybe not.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
What do you think it's going to beat Avatar at this point, or do you care? Two things.
I don't care.
You love juggernaut franchises. You love billion-dollar industries.
That's you know I do. I love the big companies swallowing up the small companies, and then all of a sudden we've got two big companies, and then we've got one big company.
We got one big company.
And it's just called Disney Entertainment Machine.
They can call it whatever they want. They could call it Blurk Fart. And it doesn't matter because they own everything.
That's true, yeah.
Do you think they're going to change it to that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if the
You'd subscribe to Blurk Fart Plus?
I mean, if that's literally my only entertainment option, and it soon will be, and all it takes is a CEO who's arrogant enough to be like, what are they gonna do? Not subscribe to Blurk Fart Plus?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Anyway, my point, I think, is I don't care.
Yeah.
I've seen it and I enjoyed it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it beats somebody's record. What difference does it make?
But anyway, we got more news, Mason.
I'm ready.
Trailers ahoy this week.
Should I find a Trailers Ahoy, some theme music?
Could it be the Captain Pugwash theme music?
No, if people sent in.
I don't want big Pugwash coming after us, Mason.
Hang
You
on.
think that's not a powerful organisation? All right, well, while you're
Okay,
searching
all right.
on your phone.
Look, the only thing better than a trailer theme being played out of my phone is a trailer theme being played out of my phone halfway through the segment. This is from Fair Fuse. Hang on.
Okay.
Here we go. This is Mason Trailers Ahoy. This is on YouTube. I don't know what it is.
Mason Trailers ahoy. I just said that.
I know.
It's crazy. How did he make that so quickly?
It's insane.
Yeah.
That's a little less than I was expecting. But
It's also not a theme.
There's
I
another
thought
one.
you were going to go for a foghorn, which we could have just done. I could have said Trailers Ahoy, and you could have
Could have
played
done
the
a foghorn,
foghorn.
right? But people were kind enough to
And
make.
now that guy's going to come after us
Yeah.
for using his
For
material.
copyright infringement. It's going to get the whole podcast taken out. Well, look, we'll do a trailer, and then I'll do the second one that's here.
Okay, well,
it's twice
we've
as
got more
long,
trailers.
FYI.
Oh, excellent.
All
Two
right.
foghorns, maybe.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So, Spider-Man Far From... It's the third or so trailer, but what this one does, and spoilers for Endgame, do you think we're going to get a Stark cameo?
Right.
Because he still enjoys being this character, which is fair. He seems like he's been having fun for 11 years. So
Yeah,
that
right,
I understand. Which is why I think...
And getting paid.
And getting paid
I
also.
saw a video on YouTube a couple of days ago from Architectural Digest. and it was-
YouTube.com?
Yeah, YouTube.com.
Okay.
And it was a tour around his windmill house. So I think he's just enjoying buying houses, buying unusual houses.
Where's his windmill house?
I don't know.
Is it a modern windmill house? I'm thinking
No,
like...
wait, or is it maybe it's a lighthouse house.
he would
It's a lighthouse house, I think, actually. I tell a lie.
I think I read that he did 3 days work on Homecoming.
Yeah.
And he got paid $5 million or something like that.
Yeah, right.
3 days.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Man.
You buy a lot of lighthouse houses with
I
that.
bet he bought a couple at
He
least.
bought a couple of lighthouses.
Is it a modern lighthouse? Or is it one of the old ones where you got to change the globe every 6 months or whatever? Because the new ones...
I don't think there's any light. I don't think in purchasing the lighthouse house, he has to maintain the job of being the lighthouse keeper.
That's ridiculous. Well, then what are you buying it for? Because clearly somebody put it there for a reason.
Yeah.
And
They just use tweets now. You're
stay away from the rocks.
Yeah, that's what it just says.
Hashtag stay away from the rocks.
It just says at. You're a ship's captain, and you just have to look at your notifications every once in a while, and it just says at USS American Spirits, stay away from the rocks. And you're like, whoa, I'm too close to the rocks. Hard to port.
Hard to port. So next up though, it's Trailers Ahoy, Mason.
Okay, here we
I
go.
hope
Here's
you got
another.
it.
Here's the Trailers Ahoy. Okay, here we go.
If this is Trailers Ahoy and then 2 foghorns, I'm going to leave, legitimately.
All right.
And I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you the Hawkeye haircut.
Mason Trailers Ahoy. Mason Trailers Ahoy. Mason Trailers Ahoy. Mason Trailers. Mason Trailers Ahoy.
There we go. That's some good stuff. That might be the official Trailers Ahoy theme now.
Yeah.
That's from Mime with a Mouth on YouTube. So thank you for that.
Not to discount the previous Trailers Ahoy theme.
But that one was better.
Yes. Okay, big Spider-Man news.
Ooh.
This is huge.
Oh, actually, I know this one. All right.
Collider have said that the Morbius scribes Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless are writing the Madam Web movie.
Oh, I see what you've done. I see what you've done
Huge.
here.
You gonna thank me?
No.
You said you'd thank me and thank me again.
Not for this. Not for this garbage. Not for this bloody second-rate pullback and reveal. No, sir. No, sir.
So, what do you think about this? Is it the multiverse thing? Because
Yep.
that's what Madam Web is. She sits in a web and goes, "I see everything.
I'm
There's so many
I've got psychic
Spider-Man."
powers. I'm a blind lady. I'm psychic.
Yeah.
I don't care about this.
Anyway, I wonder if it ties into this though. The real news of the week.
Here we go. Does he have a double? Does he have a
I
double
don't.
pullback and reveal? Because if he doesn't, this is very disappointing for me, the co-host, and you, the listener.
Because you were looking for like a better joke.
In a way, yes.
Well, you're not getting one.
Oh, but
Because
here it comes though,
not-
because
Spider-Man.
he's zigged, and we're expecting him to zag. So here we go.
All
Here's
right.
another joke one. This is going to be great.
There's a new trailer for Star Wars Fallen Order. I just
Oh my
do it off the top
God,
of
he's
my head.
done it again. Not only did he zig when we expected him to zag, he zigged to an entirely different franchise.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, this guy's good.
I'm one of the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, Spider-Man's back in the MCU. You
Oh,
thought
he
I was gonna
zagged.
zag
Yeah,
back
my
again.
God.
So I guess we're talking about Spider-Man again. We'll do it one more week.
Okay.
This is about the Sony deal. So apparently, Bob Iger, your dad, has said that Tom Holland was instrumental in making the deal happen. I think this is bullshit. I think
Yeah.
this is just who the real hero is, Tom Holland,
The superhero.
and the
that-
fans.
Yeah,
that
that's right. The
reached out.
fans there, yeah. Tom Holland collected letters and kisses from all the fans, and he brought them to Sony, and he was like, please, sir, please. I'll go on.
That's all I have. I can't go back to the chimney sweeping.
He had his little cap in his hand. It's just in his chest, like, go on.
He's developed a cough.
He's got the consumption.
But in other news, and this came out while I was in New Zealand, Mason, Into the Spider-Verse 2 has been announced for April of 2022. A number of logos were flashed up to be like, there's a new Spider-Man coming. Confirmed is that of Japanese Spider-Man. Well, you know what the deal is with the rights to that?
No idea.
Like, why?
Should we look it up?
Yeah,
Let's look
why
up
not?
Japanese Spider-Man. Japanese spider crab?
Yeah, that's right.
Japanese spider crab size. Okay, here we go. All right, the Japanese spider crab has the greatest leg span of any arthropod,
that
reaching
true?
up to 5.5 meters.
What?
From claw to claw. Look at it. Terrifying.
Too big.
Probably delicious, though.
Yes.
Oh, it looks delicious. Imagine putting some garlic butter on that. Yum, yum, yum.
This-
While it's still alive. I'm eating it while it's still alive.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, you got to fight it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at sword fighting, but I'm great at
You'll kill a big
Japanese
crab.
crab fighting.
Yeah. So there you go.
Did you know that the Japanese crab will eat just about anything, including corpses?
It's not. Well, yeah. When it says anything, could it eat? Many people say like goats eat tin cans. I don't think they
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Like, would it eat a tin can?
This says
Would it eat a spinning buzzsaw?
I'm reading some facts about Japanese spider crabs. This one just says they don't only live in the deep sea. So there could be one in your house right now and you don't know.
I don't give a shit, man. I got you here. As long as you're here, I'm safe.
It's true. It is true.
I need you to stay over.
Okay, well, they can live
For the rest of my life.
They can live for over a century. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I don't think I can. So, good luck.
yeah,
but
wow.
you can. So you're in trouble.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In other news, Marvel news, Ant-Man is getting a sequel.
Yeah.
The Rant-Man.
Man.
Hello. More sandwiches?
Oh no.
Oh, no. Do you want a big sandwich?
Yeah.
Classic.
That's classic. That's classic material. But I would say at this point it's old rope. You know what I mean? Don't.
I'm back for making that big sandwich.
Oh my goodness.
Classic return. No, he's doing this thing at the moment where we're running and I'm chasing him. It just happened just then. And he just constantly is just telling me how slow I am as I'm chasing
You
him.
could crush him in a foot
I could
race.
crush him, I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See, you've reached that point, and this is why I feel I couldn't be a parent. Is because I couldn't stoop to debasing myself
Yeah.
in such a manner. You could destroy him in a foot race.
Well,
is
I
all
feel
I'm
like
saying.
the trick is to kind of not let him win every time.
Yeah,
Because then he'll
right.
get better, I feel like.
Oh,
you know what
right.
I
But
mean?
if you defeat him every time, he'll give up.
Exactly. It's like you got to find that fine line.
Yeah, right. But what if one day you're like, I'm going to show this kid what's what, and then you really kick off, and and then he just destroys you. You're like,
It'll definitely happen.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, like
Do you think
sooner rather
soon?
than later. Oh, yeah, definitely. He's
Okay,
pretty
right.
fast.
Right.
Yeah.
One day he's just going to come in here and he's going to be like, thing to put on a t-shirt? Saying that we'll get put on a t-shirt? Merchandisable quote, Dad? What do you think about that? And you'd be like, oh, finally.
Great stuff.
He is my son. Finally. Hark, James. What do I hear in the distance? Woo!
Or,
That's right.
we do both.
It's Comic-Con.
Here at the Weekly
It's Comic-Con
Planet.
week. We were there in the trenches. We flew over to San Francisco.
Yep.
Yep, to watch it
San
on our phones.
Junipero. Yeah,
We know it's in San Diego. We were
do.
there.
No, we weren't.
No, we weren't.
We weren't there.
No, we were not.
We did the Twitter feed like everybody else because
Yeah.
a lot of these aren't live streamed. Most of them aren't live streamed. In fact, you can only see the footage afterwards, and a lot of the footage they played.
Sometimes if you're in there, you can't even see the footage.
because there's some idiot standing up in front of you going. "Ah."
Woo!
Next up is One Division, Long Division. What would you
Still
prefer?
keeping that name.
What would you prefer? Long Division, doing some Long Division. Is this a good joke? Wait for it. Or the
Yes.
TV series,
Yes.
One Division.
I mean, it is a good joke. I mean, we've done it every single time this has come up.
Thank you.
So now it's a running joke? We know jokes.
We know.
We know jokes. We've seen a joke or two in the wild.
Next up, we've got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse Madness. I love the name.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second best name of this series.
Besides WandaVision?
No, the Thor. I like the Thor.
Oh, yeah,
name,
right. Uh-huh.
So that's May 2021. Scott Derrickson is directing what is said to be the scariest Marvel movie. I mean, we also
I'm so spooked already.
We also Iron Man 2. God, I know jokes.
Yeah, you know jokes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scary for Doctor Strange. What does that mean to a Doctor Strange? Because he's been trapped in time forever and he disintegrated.
That's true,
So
yeah.
what does that mean?
Yeah.
What if his cape turned on him? Just choked him out.
Yep.
Just wrapped around his
That's
head.
true, yeah. Yeah.
Just cut off his windpipe.
Yep.
Killed him.
It'll be, yeah.
I would be afraid of that cape.
What if you made it mad, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true, because you don't even know what a cape likes.
What is it?
Do you want it to...
What is it, though?
Yeah. I mean,
Is it a man trapped in a cape?
I don't think it is. Do you have to spend time with the cape?
Yeah.
If you were like, I'm going to watch some TV and you sat down, would you be like, should I invite the cape to watch TV? Because if I don't, maybe it'll smother me in my sleep.
Does the cape want to watch the cape? The TV
Oh,
show The
yeah,
Cape?
that's
Probably.
right. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Does it want to watch Project Runway?
Good question.
Does it only want to watch clothing-based shows?
We don't
Or does
know.
it not want to watch that? Like maybe you're like, you'll like this, won't you? And I can't communicate. And then
Yeah.
it smothers you in your sleep because it's like, I'm sick of this. You know? But I think it would also probably take the remote from you. and
Yeah,
switch to
slap it
whatever
out of your
wants.
heads or whatever. Yeah,
so-
absolutely. That's interesting questions about the cape. Do you think we'll get any cape answers?
No. No.
It's just a cape.
Yeah, it's just his sidekick, I
Yeah.
guess.
What's the cape up to?
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what needs a sitcom.
Yes.
The cape.
The cape, yeah. Big stuff, though. The big news, I would say.
no,
The
here
big
we go.
reveals.
Here we go.
Ms. Marvel will be a TV series. That character's also going to make her way into the movies. And they should definitely work in Brie Larson's Captain Marvel into this.
I think so too.
100%.
And yeah, it might be a similar accident that produced Captain Marvel. Except instead of
Explosion.
laser blast, it's stretchy arms.
Imagine
Big
having
fists.
stretchy arms.
Yeah.
What would you do with that?
Probably get stuff out of the fridge when I'm in a different
I'd
room.
punch my neighbours. They wouldn't even know I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
nice.
But it would
and
be
then
me.
and you'd punch him, and then they'd be like, "You punched me," and you'd be like, "I'm way over here, man."
I would never punch you.
Yeah, and they'd be like, "I saw you do it," and you'd be like, "Oh,
I did, but
yeah." What are you gonna do? You can't get me. I'll do that thing where I put my hand on your forehead and just step back.
I could drown you in a lake from here. I don't live near a lake, but I could do it.
That's right.
So next up we have Moon Knight. There's been a
Yes.
lot of call for Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Forever and a Day.
Yeah. You think we'll get that?
I love that. Do you want to explain that, please?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so it's Moon Knight. He's going into Dracula's castle and he says, I know you're here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money?
Now, here's the deal. If you open the series with that, like if you only get one an episode,
And they're doing Blade, so they're
Yeah.
doing vampires, aren't they?
if you open with that, I think everybody would be hooked.
Yeah, we're doing
Like if-
Caravan of Garbage on that comic, by the
I think
way.
if people were like, who's Moon Knight? I don't care about Moon Knight, and then you switch it on and it was that. Like, no, just cold open that. He's entering Dracula's card, like surprise Dracula's in this. I think people will be like, I'm on board. I don't care how many episodes it is. I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Isn't it in that comic also he thinks that Dracula works for the Avengers and he calls like Spider-Man?
Yeah,
He's
maybe.
like, give me
Yeah.
my money. And they're like, Dracula doesn't work here. You fucking idiot. we're doing that for Caravan of Garbage.
nice, cool.
Yeah. So Moon Knight, interesting.
The kid is approaching. I can hear him.
He's coming in hot and fast. Hello. What's up?
More sandwiches.
Do you want a big sandwich or a small sandwich?
I want a big one.
Classic.
That is classic.
He knows what
Some
he's
classic
doing.
work.
I'm going to catch you though, this time.
I think you should catch him and prove.
Teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I think you should.
He's pretty fast, but I didn't catch him.
How are you making a sandwich in that amount of time?
Oh, it's very limited. It's just like put some stuff on.
Don't tell people
Oh,
what's in the sandwich.
Very quick, fold it over.
Oh,
just
yeah.
be done with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I got everything already out
Oh, yeah,
because I'd
cool.
already
Yeah.
been making
nice.
him some big sandwiches.
I understand.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's getting faster.
Say,
Yeah.
constant hunger for sandwiches.
Dark Phoenix has a trailer. I think it's time for a new Professor X impression, and this is going to be the line. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yep.
You know what it is, probably.
Okay, so we'll say it without any.
I'm not going to say. I'm going to play it.
Okay, cool. Then
Yeah,
we'll
you ready?
do our impressions. Okay.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
That's good.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. It's good.
He's a very good actor, but that is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
It's very Patrick Stewart-esque, I guess, though, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what to do, Mason.
No, I don't know what to do either. Should we watch this movie? I don't know what to do.
Why would you just make X-Men 3 again?
I don't know.
What are you
And
doing?
again, it's the Phoenix saga.
Yeah, it's not-
It went for years.
Yeah.
I think it went 4 years.
It went 4 years.
So let's compact that into 2 hours.
I know they had to make one because they could only make because it was all. But come on,
Yeah, right.
just look back at the movie you made.
Yeah.
look at that one,
Yep.
and then don't do it. Do
Yeah.
a different one.
Do anything.
Here we go. This is exciting news. You're gonna love this, Mason.
I'm ready.
X-Men Dark Phoenix has undergone some changes.
Oh, I know what this is. Can I guess what this is?
Please do.
So, as I understand it, during reshoots,
Yes.
they changed the final action sequence in
Yep.
the third act from outer space
Yes.
to a train.
Correct.
Yes! Incredible work.
So here we
Who
go.
wants to be out in space when you could be looking at a train? A thing I see every day.
That's a Croydon station.
Yes.
Yeah. Finds all the X-Men kidnapped and on board a military train. Well, it's a military train, isn't it?
Well, that's pretty good. I've never seen one of those, I guess.
Yeah.
Except in any of the previous X-Men movies.
Sure.
Of which it's in all of them, I think.
At least
it's the one train.
yes, at least it's not in a forest.
I want to see the story of that guy. The guy driving the train.
Absolutely. But also, like, this would happen at least probably once a week to him. He'd be on the train and then he'd see up ahead that somebody step out onto the tracks. And he's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Exactly.
The train's going to flip, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
He just puts his seatbelt on.
Yeah, that's right. The only question he has every time is the train going to go into the person and just crumple, or is the person going to lift the train with their mind powers? What's
Either
going to
way,
happen?
he's not.
Is the person on the tracks going to open a portal and then the train ends up in the snow?
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen this time? You know. He's got two manuals next to him by his seat. He's got the train operation manual, which is like an inch thick, and then he's got what happens if a mutant steps in front of your train manual, which is like 6 inches thick. he's like, okay. He's flipping through. And he's like, okay, he's got scales. All right, here we go.
Could be a sticky man. He could stick to the side. That's okay.
That's all right. I'm
do
not mind
that
that. There's a series of numbers, phone numbers to call on the side.
You just leap out.
Yeah, you would. It's
You just
true.
leap out.
Yeah.
Oh, I got more of these news. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you want Gambit news?
Yes.
It's been scrapped.
2019, you've done it again. Incredible. After how is this 10 years of Gambit news?
Well, yeah. So off Wolverine Origins. Yeah, it's 10 years this year.
Yeah, wow.
Because that's he was.
Wow. What a and 10 years.
What a ride.
For
Dune casting. Zendaya is Chani.
Dune. Who's Baron Harkonnen?
Zach Chancery.
Have you made that up?
Yes.
Most of my
I think it's the name of somebody from a Mitchell and Webb skit.
probably. Most of my Dune-related knowledge is based not on the books or the movie, but on the real-time strategy game that came out.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
you're a
90s.
fan of that, weren't
Yeah,
you?
Dune 2.
Dune 2.
The Battle for Arrakis.
So you Dune 2?
Yeah, I'm Dune 2.
Good.
Yeah.
Is it Dune or June? This is our worst running joke. I shouldn't say we, it's mine.
You shouldn't say running joke.
Giant worms.
Worms.
Stings in it.
Exactly. Remember he had the giant lady look great?
I haven't seen it. I've
No.
only seen bits of Dune.
No, but I'm saying he was great with the giant lady.
Yeah.
Imagine a giant worm.
I can and I will.
Good.
And I'll
Great.
see it. Doesn't matter, mate.
Okay, right.
What does matter, though, is Jason Momoa is playing Duncan Idaho in Dune, the reboot, which is going to be, I think, like October or November of next year. It's got a release date. Is it Dune or June?
Oh, we're in our famous segment. Is it Dune or June?
What do you think it is?
If I were to not think about it, but I can't because I'm thinking about it. Hey, let's get in my Dune buggy.
Yeah,
Dune buggy.
Dune buggy.
It's one of those words that I never say in real life. I guess if we lived near some sand dunes, I'd have to think about it.
I don't
I'd
want
say
that.
What I would do is I would go to the locals and I would say, hey, surfer guy,
Yeah.
is it Dune or you live here? Is it Dune or June? And then they beat me up
Yes.
because I'm not a local. You know?
Yeah, okay. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
So Dune 2, we talk about this every time
Yes.
it comes up. Is it
Yes.
Dune or June? But we've talked about this, but when they released it in cinemas, there was like a booklet that you would read beforehand that would explain the
Cliff's
different
notes of it.
tribes and the
Yeah,
map
right.
of the universe. And
Uh-huh.
like that's what you want going into a movie.
It's homework.
Though I think I would prefer that to when movies open and like it's the year 5054. There was a big explosion and now it's called the aftertime. And the Ravagers and the Scavengers, they've different tribes. And one of them, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Oh, if somebody could put that to some dramatic music. Oh, now I want it. See, now we gotta. Let's pause this, and we're gonna map out what the Ravagers and the Scavengers are all about. The different tribes, and what are they gonna do? Are they gonna fight?
They need to be united. They said they'd be united by the Chosen One, the merging of two worlds. Everyone's got a hologram ship as well or something.
Now they've got to collect the mystical orb, and we'll unite the touch. Everybody got to touch the orb, but it's a metaphor for love, I think. You know?
I'm sick of it, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I get
When
it.
a movie opens like that, it's
Yeah.
immediate. It's like, boo!
Yeah.
Boo! More news.
Okay,
because
I'm
this
ready.
is all news all the time. Rami Malek is in talk to play the villain in Bond 25.
Oh,
A man so
Shatterhand.
little that Daniel Craig could break him in half.
Absolutely.
Okay, what about this? Bond villains.
Yes.
What henchman do you do? Where do you
Oh,
go?
do you think this is going to be a remake henchman, or do you think it's a new henchman?
No, what's the gimmick do you do?
Oh, okay. Let me think.
We've had steel
Thumbs.
thumbnails.
yes.
We've had a man with jaws.
Yes.
We've had a moonraker.
Yep.
There was a short man in a suitcase.
ankle flamethrowers.
That's good. But I feel like anybody could do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, I get
You don't
it.
need to
Okay.
have a particular thing about you.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
right.
you don't have feet and they've been replaced by flamethrowers.
But that was the lady from
Oh, yeah,
Kingsman.
she didn't have feet either.
She didn't have feet either.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Yeah.
We had a man with diamonds in his face.
Yeah. What was his power again?
He had a diamond face.
He glistened in the sun.
That's right. Okay. All right. It's tough though, isn't it?
Stone hands.
Well, that's Shatterhand. That's supposedly what this one's
What
called.
about a man with a very broken hand?
That's right. He distracts you with it. See, that's
Help!
Here's the
It limits
twist.
you.
Okay, here's the twist. Here's the twist. Okay, so we think it's Rami Malek he's the little genius man.
Yeah.
And then we have this enormous, like, Dave Bautista style, like, brute character.
Great.
But he's Shatterhand.
Yes.
And one of his hands is broken. He's like, can you just, and then Rami Malek sneaks up behind Bond and ducks down, then Shatterhand just pushes him
With his
over.
good hand.
With his good hand, he pushes him over.
Or maybe he goes to push him over with his shatter hand. He's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
should get that.
Yeah.
I should get that.
And then
taken.
Rami Malek's like, oh, Shatterhand, you've done it again.
But he won't let him fix his shatter hand. That's why he's working for him.
Because it's a cool name.
Yeah, but also, like, if you work for me for 6 months,
Yep.
then I'll fix your shatter hand.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's doing it for the shattered hand.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Oh.
Bond must have shattered his hand, right? Maybe not.
No, I reckon maybe M shattered his hand many years ago and he's back for
yeah.
revenge against all of MI6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Shattered hand.
Guys, you did this to me. Ooh. The newest trailer for John Wick 3.
Jonathan Wick.
Perineum.
That's right.
We will never say the correct name. Never, ever.
Why would we? Mm-hmm. John Wick's not real. He can't get us. So
That's
we
right.
can say whatever we want.
Exactly.
So these are
We have a dog too.
Yeah, we got
he
a
can't
dog.
get too mad at us.
My dog would be torn in half by John Wick's dog. It would be such a short fight. Okay, I've written here, is this anything, right?
Okay.
Dog Wick. It's a spin-off.
Yes.
It's just the dog, and he goes through the animal underworld. It's called Dog Wick.
Called Dog Wick. I like it.
Or John Dog? That's probably not as good.
Dog? It's called Dog.
John Wick, but it's his dog. What about that?
Okay, so wait. Is he... Okay, so I like the idea
Yep.
a lot. I like the idea a lot. Is he a dog with guns? Or is he just a dog attacking other dogs?
I don't think
Because that's
that-
real gruesome.
That's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a different... See, I don't want a cats and dogs situation
Yeah, right.
where they're all... You know, it's all CGI
No.
cats doing cartwheels
Yeah.
or whatever.
How about this though? How about John Wick takes his dog to the dog park?
Yep.
And he has to, and John Wick then has to go and do like get a hot dog or something at the hot dog cart. And then in the meantime, John Wick's dog sees some sort of dog-related injustice relating to the other dogs.
Yeah.
But it's not like they don't talk or anything.
Okay.
This is a silent film.
Okay.
So
I
this is
can't
going to be
remember
like
who
a
voiced
Warner
it.
Brothers short
Yeah.
at the front of John Wick 4.
Yeah.
It's called Dog Wick or John Dog.
Or Dog.
No dog. But then so then it's sort of like he has to like, there's no overt violence.
Okay.
Except at the end when he tears another dog's throat
Well,
out.
he'll have to.
But he sees another dog bullying,
Yeah.
he sees one dog bullying all the other dogs.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, this will not stand because
Not
I'm
on-
John Wick's dog. Dog Wick. Or John Dog or Dog.
Great.
Anyway, Dog Wick. I'm on board with Dog Wick.
Good.
So and I reckon eventually, like, the bully dog is going to end up pushed into a pond or something like
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just some lighthearted fun.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha.
And he's maybe a poodle, so all his hair goes all weird. And his owner's like, "Come on, you're in trouble now."
Yeah.
That's his comeuppance. His owner like says you're a bad dog, which is the worst thing you can be
That's
as
the
a
worst
dog.
thing you can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep it upbeat, Mason, because we've fucked this country into the dirt.
Oh no!
So we just got to,
Us
keep it
personally, did
going.
we do
No,
it?
definitely not.
Okay then, great, terrific. Stay positive.
Sure.
But let's not dwell on it.
Let's not dwell on
Let's
it.
talk about fun stuff.
Agreed. And speaking of Australia becoming a nightmarish hellscape that we can never escape from, Mortal Kombat's filming here next year.
It is in Adelaide.
In Adelaide, of all places.
Yeah.
Listen up. You know what? It's not that bad. I was talking to Claire about the state of the nation. You know what I mean? There's some good things going on.
Well, Mortal Kombat's filming in Adelaide.
Obviously, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but there might be some sort of time travel twist,
Oh.
depending, because the new one's all about time travel. The
Yeah.
game is all
Yeah,
about time
right.
travel
Do you think we'll be able to get some time travel to escape what's been happening?
in Australia.
Or Mortal Kombat? Whatever. What do we...
I don't think we have the technology yet.
I just think if the world's on fire, maybe address it. Just look into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe move towards sustainable energy sources because, the shit that you dig out of the earth doesn't last forever. There's a finite amount. You can also create...
netherrealm ectoplasm.
Even, you can create new jobs in new areas is what I'm saying. And fix the fucking internet. Anyway,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's filming, Mason.
Yep.
This series struggles on for some reason. Angel has fallen.
The Weekly Planet. Oh,
Yeah, but that is not untrue.
it's not inaccurate, is it?
As with all Black Mirror trailers, Who knows?
Who knows what's happening? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's a man who's had enough, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's had enough of cheating on his wife with a robot, probably. And he's ready to gouge his eyes out with a bit of glass.
But he's a robot.
What?
And his wife is also a robot.
What?
He's cheating on a robot with a robot, and he's a robot.
Wow.
And it's in a phone.
What?
Yeah, it's someone's eye.
What?
So...
Bandersnatch, they really put some effort in. I think they
Yeah,
should be
I
commended.
agree. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Interesting experiment from probably the best version of that we'll ever
get.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I googled Bandersnatch secrets, and at the wrap.com it says Black Mirror Bandersnatch has a secret ending with a crazy Easter egg. This is from March, and I've tried to open it, and it's like, cannot open page. That's the twist. Network connection was lost.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Really makes you think, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Do you reckon that...
Wait, it's loading now.
Oh, I was going to say, is that in itself, is that a Bandersnatch ending itself?
That is a Bandersnatch ending in itself,
It's filtered into the real world.
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
Okay. So this is the most recent thing in March. So let's see if there's any... No, it's the same one.
Which one's that?
It's the one where you get on the bus and instead of the tape you selected, it's the tape that says Bandersnatch.
That was like in December.
I know. This is from March, though.
Come on.
But James, we're in March right now.
No, we're not.
Bandersnatch.
We're not in March.
Black Mirror.
And Bandersnatch didn't come out in March.
Check your Google Calendar.
I did.
It's
I'm
gone.
looking at it now.
No, it's gone.
What do you
now
mean?
it just says Black Mirror. Just says Black Mirror. Look a bit closer. You're trapped in your Google Calendar.
So,
You're trapped in a Google Calendar, and there's you got to go to a school working bee tomorrow.
I don't want that.
Nah, but you have to though.
But I'm in my calendar?
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Nice, cool.
So the creator of Akira, I'm sorry, everybody. Katsuhiro
Yes.
Otomo. I could probably edit that into something, can't I?
You could do it later. It's fine. But keep all that in.
Yes.
And then just a second of silence, and then maybe a perfect pronunciation, maybe from YouTube.
Yeah, all Levins.
Yeah, great.
Levins could definitely do
Yep,
it.
mhm.
He's doing a brand new anime series based on the original Akira manga.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a more faithful adaptation because, as we both know, especially me, who's a big fan of
You're the guy who knows everything about anime.
100%
And Ultraman?
and manga.
Yeah.
That's right. Guess what's this? Avatar: Last Airbender. Not an anime or a manga. It's actually an American production. It's obviously takes its stylistic influences from some
I'm listening.
some properties from the East.
The Land of the Rising Sun.
Correct.
yeah.
Such the movie.
Yes.
Rising. What's that Sean Connery movie?
Rising Sun.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
No.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying.
That's great.
It's
Yeah. Okay.
different properties.
From what I understand, he's doing a new version.
Yep.
And I think they're doing a 4K re-release of the original.
Yes.
And they're also doing, I think, a new, like, super oversized, like, complete retranslation
right.
of the original manga for English.
People
speaking.
will love that, won't
Yeah.
they? Because they love a retranslation of subs and dubs and
It's going to
et
be.
cetera and so
I'm
forth.
kind of excited for that.
Me too.
It's
Look-
going to be like 1,000 pages.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back because I've seen Akira and read it multiple times, all of it. But I'm thinking I'm going to go back into somebody who's never seen it and just kind of try and watch it with fresh eyes.
Oh yeah, so put yourself in the mindset
Of an idiot.
of a man who's ignorant of what you're talking about currently.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, obviously.
Yeah, for sure, because you know everything about those things. Yes.
Yeah. Are you a fan?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, then you'll love this, maybe.
I mean, not as much. Again, I think every time I go into like JB Hi-Fi or whatever, I'll see like there's a super special edition.
Yeah.
And it's got like the score on an LP and like the Blu-ray and all that's in the art book.
You see the word Akira and then the main guy from Akira, Jason Akira.
Yes.
In some translations, I should point out.
Sure.
People might not be familiar
Yeah.
with the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then it's his red Akira bike, which is also called Akira.
That's correct. Yes.
So that's what
Akira
you said?
2000
Yes.
is the name of his bike.
In some translations.
Yeah,
But so you see that and you're like, I'm going to go in this time?
Every time I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
no.
You don't-
Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the one.
Yeah. So, like, and the thing about this is it's not going to wipe away the old Akira if you love the movie. But there are a lot of people who are fans of the original. My understanding is that they're okay with this. Like another
Yeah.
more faithful version.
Exactly, yeah.
And there you go.
The main guy's name is Kaneda.
What?
But his bike's name is Kaneda 2000.
Yes.
He's named his bike after himself.
We all know.
Okay, cool.
Not all of us know, obviously. The experts in the room.
Yeah, right.
Me and you know that.
We know that, yeah. Yeah.
Face Off is getting a reboot in development of whoever owns Face Off. Of course, made famous for the movie Face Off, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. They're taking each other's faces off. Okay, I've got an idea for a title. What do you think of this?
I'm ready.
Two Face, Two Fury Off.
That's pretty good.
What do you think? Sequel.
But am I going to understand it if I haven't seen One Face, One Fury On?
Look, they'll probably be
I'm back, everyone.
You were worried since that last
Yeah.
joke.
I wasn't back.
Then it peaked.
But I'm back. Like John Wick, people keep asking if I'm back, but I am in fact back.
He's back.
Uh-huh. Oh, what about this Lady Face Off?
Do you swap a lady's face with a man's face?
No, I think that would be too much.
Just full
even in
ladies'
the
face
even
off.
in the advanced 29 technology that has evolved from 1998 face off technology or whatever it was. I think that might be too advanced.
For face-off technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe they have been doing it for 20 years and they're like, we're finally ready.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing. Drew Barrymore and David Harbour. That's what we're doing.
Nice, yeah, perfect.
Just a giant Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
Just charging through the streets, swatting cars out of the way. Yeah, okay.
I would see that. You wouldn't see that?
Oh no, I would absolutely say that. Okay, it's a face-off sequel, but the technology has gone it's gone into a nightmarish direction. And when you swap the faces, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's just massive size discrepancies. I love it.
Just a giant club arm. Like they inject the fat in the, they're like, well, we got to make this guy a little bit bigger, but then he's just got just a giant club. It's Resident Evil, is what it is.
Okay.
It's the video game, Resident Evil.
And then one guy's like, didn't we used to do this for like infiltration or something? Like,
No, just have we're gonna bust up that crack den or whatever. Just send in the David Harbour, Drew Barrymore monster, just to tear the building down.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever actors you want.
Yeah, whatever.
Whoever's hot right now.
Whoever's hot.
Yeah.
Right
Just
now.
whoever's just been in the last 10 movies. You're like, boy, this person's been in 10 movies, and I don't know if I really like them, honestly.
Yeah. Man, maybe sequel to Gemini Man. Swap young Will Smith's face for
Old Will Smith's face, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I love it.
Great. Exciting news for the I'll cut all that out. This is
No,
gonna
leave
be
that
great.
in. No,
No,
that's
this is. But listen, here's the thing, because it's the news time, and the hot topic of the week, very briefly until people forgot about it, was the Dr. Dolittle trailer, the remake.
Yeah, or just Doolittle now.
Is it? Great.
Just Doolittle, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
so imagine Sherlock Holmes, but with animals. Imagine the movie Evan Almighty, but
Yep.
the budget is $175 million. This isn't the kind of movie that makes that back,
No.
generally. Also, it feels like it'd be cheaper if you got actual animals, right?
And just CGI
And then
their
you'd be able to just have them there, and you could walk up and be like, "There's a giraffe and whatever." And you get the giraffe for the day, or I don't know where do you get a giraffe from, or you'd bring the green screen to the giraffe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I am enjoying very much that scene where he just goes, "This is a giraffe or whatever." And he moves on to the next thing. And then they call cut, and he's like, "Oh, this is what I went to acting school for. Just, oh my god, enough of these Marvel movies, nonsense. But this, did you feel? I put every essence of my being into this is the giraffe or whatever."
He probably got like $40 million for this. I'm sure he doesn't.
Or maybe
give a
that's
shit.
the reason.
Yeah.
Who needed to buy another lighthouse house?
Maybe he's doing good work behind the scenes. Maybe he's giving the money to like
He's buying a lighthouse house, another one.
another one.
He's building. He's got a lighthouse house on like one side of a shore.
Yep.
And then he's bought a town on the other side of a shore with another lighthouse house. And he's going to build a flying fox across them or something like that.
I think he should hire two guys
Uh-huh.
and not tell them that he owns both, and be like, "That's your enemy lighthouse." So they're
nice.
just feuding
Yeah.
lighthouse guys.
You have to blind his light with your light.
And he just sits in the middle in a little tugboat. And
Yes, that's right.
goes, "This is the craft," he says.
Yeah,
This is why I got into the craft.
This is why he needs this. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just telling my brother that I'm podcasting.
Nice.
I did that thing where, you get a message and you send back an automatic reply and it's like, sorry, can't have a discussion right now. But it feels so impersonal.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're in trouble as well.
Yeah, that's right. Which I am. 'Cause I have to do this shit with you. Got ya. Not true. I enjoy this a lot.
Thank you.
And you know what I love more than anything? Star Wars news. We've got some. Yeah. Yeah, big week for Star Wars
You know
news.
what? I think I'm okay currently.
I think this is a good... actually, we've just got the one small bit of news, but it's a good lead into the copious amounts of Star Wars news we're going to be getting this entire year. This year is going to be so Star Wars heavy, you're going to kill yourself.
Good, finally.
But other news related to the Disney Plus is, and they announced some Star Wars shows.
Sorry, Star what?
Star Wars shows.
Star what?
Oh no, he's back.
That's right.
The man who loves Star Wars.
No, Star what?
The man who
What are you
loves Star
talking
Wars
about?
is here. I can't believe you brought back your famous character, guy who loves Star Wars.
That's not what he is. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't even know what that is.
The two
He's
shows.
been on vacation for a little while, but he's
Is back. People have been requesting
What an
it.
inopportune time for him to be back. The guy who doesn't know what Star Wars is. Hope there's no Star Wars news this week.
But
Whereas
it's
he would
all
say,
Star Wars
what
news.
Wars?
Well, look, mate, if
Yes.
you want to get in on some Star Wars news, from the ground up, guy who doesn't know what Star Wars is,
Yes.
Steele Saunders does a podcast called Steel Wars.
Oh.
He is at Star Wars Celebration. And if you're like,
Yes.
what's that? He's been attending all the major panels, interviewing cast members as well from the new Star Wars film that you'll love once you see
Once
them
I know
all.
what Star Wars
Once you've
is.
seen all 15
If you had to
films.
explain this whatever this thing is,
Yeah.
how would you do it?
Okay, have you seen Star Wars?
No.
That was my reference point to kick off.
Yes.
I don't know.
Because most things now are just a
Just
a
a
riff on
thinly
that.
veiled Star Wars.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's like Jupiter ascending a bit.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Not yet. No, it's still on my list.
No, I can't even use my second touchstone,
Yeah, right.
Jupiter ascending. Have you seen Independence Day?
Yes.
It's like that, except it's in the past, but with better technology.
Oh,
You happy with that?
yes.
You know how they fly into the alien spaceship at the end of Independence Day and they blow it up?
Yeah.
They do that in Star Wars, but every movie. So,
Oh, sounds a bit repetitive.
Well, it can
You wouldn't
be.
want, maybe one of them should shake it up a bit and not have that?
no.
Do you think people would like that?
Who would want that? You don't know anything about Star Wars. You
I
don't know what
know.
people want.
I'm just saying hypothetically. Like maybe if you've done like 7 of the movies, and then maybe if you're doing the 8th one, the formula would be a bit stale.
Sure, yeah.
So maybe you would do something a little bit different. I think people would like that. I think 100% of the people who watch
So-
that would like it.
In the 8th Star Wars movie,
Yes.
you do something completely different,
Yep.
and everybody would be on board
Everybody
for
would
it.
be on board for it.
So
yeah.
you'd maybe surprise kill the major villain,
yeah,
weaponize like a form of interstellar travel,
yeah, that sounds really good.
use some kind of projection ability to make yourself appear in a fight on the other side of the universe.
If you are subverting the tropes of this star thing,
Yes.
then I think if the tropes are established and then you subvert them a bit, I think that would be great.
Don't you think some people don't want that though?
No.
I mean, because there's also people who don't want that, but there's also people who say they're okay with it, but maybe make a better version of that.
Oh, like some people in public could remake it. Like,
All
the
I'm
general
saying
public.
is, I like that movie,
Yes.
and there's a guy here some weeks who also enjoys it.
Oh,
He's
good.
not here right now.
Yes, all right.
But I think there are very valid criticisms of that movie and people who don't like it.
All right.
I don't think everybody who doesn't like it is a baby, is what I'm
What do
saying.
you, let's say they did a sequel to that one. What do
Yeah.
you think that'd be all about?
I think they'd probably lean heavily on things that were safe and people enjoyed. Maybe bring back some existing characters that are long dead and then inexplicably have them show up at the very last film at the end of a 9-film saga.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I would say. But so Steel Wars, the podcast, I'll link it below.
Yep.
He covers everything relating to this.
Oh, well, I think I'll go and listen to that.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I know I've fallen down some stairs. I'm dead.
But he'll never get a chance to listen to Steel Wars. I know about Star Wars.
They'll play at
now.
his funeral. It's fine.
Okay. Oh,
anyway,
you're back.
I'm
Oh,
back.
hey, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's got considered opinions about funny considered opinions about Star Wars.
Like the time he said he didn't like the General Grievous Akbar robot that they made for the comics, which I agree with.
I'm sorry, the what?
It's like an Admiral Akbar,
Yes.
but it's just on like a General Grievous body. So it's just like a fish head on a Grievous body.
But is it
with
actually
4 lightsabers.
Is it?
It's not
what?
Admiral Akbar.
I was going to say, but it's one of those guys.
Yeah.
It's one of the fish
Mon
guys.
Calamari.
Mon Calamari.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty good, huh?
That does sound good. Did it really have 4 lightsabers?
Yes.
Wow.
Google it.
All right.
He's Googling it, everybody.
This is why I love Star Wars news, because of the fun little tidbits, like some sort of weird Mon Calamari General Grievous guy.
General Grievous Akbar.
His name's Commander Carbon. Is that who we're talking about?
Sure.
This guy?
That's him. General
Okay,
Grievous
right.
Akbar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he doesn't have 4 arms, but then later he does have 4 arms.
He does.
Yeah. Anyway, Star Wars news.
Star Wars news forever.
So
and
much
a
Star
day.
Wars news.
I feel like people wanted more kind of pushback from you because I know you got a lot of messages this week.
But
about Star
I've
Wars
had a
news.
lot of time to come to terms with the fact we're going to have to talk about Star Wars today.
Absolutely.
And you know what? There's some of it's pretty fun.
That's right,
There's a big reveal. I don't know what order you're going to go with in here. I mean,
Well, okay.
certainly Admiral Akbar,
I'll do this. Yes.
General Grievous Robot.
The other big reveal, of course, was probably the biggest thing that was released online, at least the Mandalorian trailer.
Yeah.
What do you think of this trailer?
Looks really good.
Yeah. What about it? Do you
Looks
like
very
the-
spaghetti western?
It is, isn't it? I read a rumor, and I meant to put this in the video, that he might not even take his helmet off for like the entire series.
Oh, they're going to Judge Dredd it.
That's right. And maybe they'll probably do it at the end, where it's like, "Look who I am," and then we're
Sylvester
like, "We know you."
Stallone.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson from last time.
Yes. Do you think it'd be a big reveal that it'd be like, "It's me, this guy"?
No, because isn't it the actor?
But what if they
know who it is.
But what if they made him an Akbar, and he's like, "It was just the voice."
Oh my
He
God.
was just doing the voice. He's an
Akbar's can be
Akbar.
anyone.
Yeah.
It'll be a lesson for people out there who consider themselves the Akbar
Yeah,
of
right,
their friendship
okay.
group.
Yeah.
And then they would learn that they can be anything.
What
Even
could
though they look like an Akbar.
What would you be if you were an Akbar in your friendship group? Googly-eyed?
Yeah, googly eyed and damp.
Yeah. Blown up in space.
Yep.
And people kind of forgot
Yeah.
that you were in that movie.
In constant fear of traps.
Yeah, he would be. Hang on. Yeah?
Can you give me some different
All right, I'll get you some different pants. Everybody, I'll be right back. I got to get some different pants. He's not happy with the pants he's currently
This is
wearing.
wild. Just to be clear, is this some sort of attempt to get some sort of viral meme going again, a la Big Sandwich? Because it seems that way. You're like,
I didn't wait him up.
my son, do some riffing out there. And he's come up with different pants. Come on.
I don't know what to tell you. He's a meme machine.
He's a meme machine.
Yeah. I'm back. I changed
We're
them
all
into
back.
shorts. Oh, my goodness.
We're all in.
His pants were fine, but it was one of these, having like a 3 or 4 year old, whatever, they're very much like, this is the particular thing that I want.
It's all right. We all took the opportunity to put on different pants. Hashtag different pants, everyone. We're going to make this viral if it kills every single one of us.
We want to see 1,000 memes. We want to see the feed in the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates choked up. We want to drive the admins insane.
We want memes about different pants. We want people angry about there's too many memes about different pants.
We want a resurgence.
Yeah, exactly. We want a backlash to the resurgence. We want people going, when are different pants going to die already?
I want to see Meso driving the tram, but the tram is in a different pair of pants.
Yep.
Sound good?
If a tram were wearing different pants, how would the tram
What
wear
would
the
that even
pants?
look like?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Earlier this week, you and I went out to lunch at a cafe. We brought your son along, and I've discovered my new favourite thing is attempting to convince your son that all his Transformers are named Reg. He does not care for it. Because one of them was called Wedge, and I'm like, oh, Reg, and he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, that's that Red Alert. No, that's Reginald Alert. Your friend Reginald Alert. He's like, no.
I think you did convince him that Megatron's father's name is Regatron.
Yes.
At some point.
Reg Megatron.
I think that
Yeah.
you might have made that
Anyway, he
work.
doesn't like it at all.
He doesn't like it.
So
It's fun though.
it's so much fun.
Yeah. It's hard not to do. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He likes you. For now.
I think he's turning around. As he gets to know me, he's liking me less.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's probably true.
okay, James. You got to read this. Just take this and read it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hopefully I can remember how to read or what that is. Oh my goodness. Imagine breaking out of a dinner rut with HelloFresh because they have 22 plus seasonal chef curated recipes each week. That sounds incredible.
Well, I mean, currently you're just on hospital food, so anything would seem incredible.
But I
to
think
you.
even by any standards, that's incredible.
It is incredible. You're
Excellent.
not wrong.
Because there's something for everybody, including low-calorie, vegetarian, family-friendly recipes every week.
You have a family. That's new information
Oh,
for you. You should,
God.
Yeah. But it's okay because you've got HelloFresh.
The average trip to the grocery store takes 41 minutes. That's over 35 hours a year if you go once a week. And the source of that is the Time Institute.
You go many times a week to get away from your family.
That's true,
But,
probably.
But it's okay. You don't have to now.
Oh, excellent. And also HelloFresh have pre-proportioned ingredients, means there's less prep for you and you have less food waste. That seems important to me.
Well, I mean, you don't have any idea of like weights or measures anymore.
Yeah.
So you'd be putting in 20 pounds of pasta and 1 teaspoon of tomato sauce. You don't know.
I
You
don't
what's
know.
going on. So this is very handy for you.
And I think this is also great probably because the carbon footprint of HelloFresh is 25% lower than store-bought grocery-made meals. And the source of that is the University of Michigan. which is probably a reputable source.
I can confirm, definitely reputable.
Excellent, good. That's what I want to hear. HelloFresh is also now just $5.66 per serving. Best value, delicious choice.
You're really coming into your own.
I feel like this is where I shine,
you
right?
should know that the real James is much less charismatic. He's kind of real. He's
tone it down a
he's
bit?
a real. I mean, he's a real. When your memory comes back, you'll remember he's a real kind of a dead weight.
Okay, sure.
He really drags the podcast down.
Also, I can imagine, I've got a note here from myself from the past, tattooed on me, Memento style, a movie I haven't seen, but it says, this is like the movie Memento.
Memento. We'll show you Memento at some point.
It says, HelloFresh is convenient and time-saving and easy, and one of the meals that I have enjoyed in the past is the Japanese beef and pepper tacos, which sound incredible, and also the beef tenderloin in a mustard sauce over truffled couscous. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing.
You do love couscous. I know that about you. Very little else. And how much you love couscous. But that's what we can focus your entire new personality on.
Agreed. Go to hellofresh.com/weeklyplanet10, as in 10, and use the code weeklyplanet10 during HelloFresh's New Year's sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. 10 free meals?
It's a lot of free meals.
I was going to say, if I knew what a number was. Go to hellofresh.com. How much am I supposed to know? Go to hellofresh.com/weeklyplanet10 and use code weeklyplanet10, as in 10, during HelloFresh's New Year's sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. That's all linked below if you do want to check it out.
You're doing so well.
Thank you.
I should let you know I get 100% of the revenue from this
makes
ad.
sense to me.
Yeah, right?
But I read it.
That's not what you insisted on when you had memories.
Okay.
So I don't know what to tell you.
On with the thing that you were making me listen
More
to.
clips!
Mason, are you excited for 2019, or do you wish it was 2020 yet?
Look, in some ways, why can't 2019 be over?
I agree.
Am I right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, probably some good movies coming out
Probably
soon.
some good movies. And that's what we're going to do. We're a bit late to this,
Uh-huh.
but we've all had things on, haven't we?
We've all had stuff on.
Yeah.
And also, we're going to have the hottest takes. I mean, sure, you might listen to another podcast where they've had some hot takes about the upcoming movies of 2019 already.
Yeah.
Or a YouTube series where they talk about hot takes about movies. We're going to have even hotter takes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
First up, we've got the Lego Movie Part 2.
Part deux.
Did you enjoy the first one?
Didn't see it.
The new one has some pretty good reviews. It's Mad Maxian.
Right,
There's a
okay.
man in there who's like a Chris Pratt voices two characters. One's like the Ace Rimmer version of him.
That's right,
For
yeah.
that, for that obscure reference.
It's not that obscure, surely.
I think it's obscure enough.
All right,
Can
then.
you tweet at me at Mr. Sunday Movies or at Wikipedia Brown. Do you understand the Ace Rimmer reference?
Uh-huh.
You don't have to understand it.
Yep.
It is absolutely fine if you don't. I just want to kind of gauge where it's at. Don't Google it and
Don't
say I
Google it.
Googled it.
Yeah.
Just do you understand the
Do
Ace
you
Rimmer?
understand it? Yes or no? It's our famous yes or no question that we receive a bunch of yeses or nos during the week and we've forgotten what we were talking about.
Yep.
So we don't know what you're referring to, but no context.
No context.
Please.
But Hellboy is then after that.
Yep. He made the face. He didn't say anything, but he made a face of, I'm unsure about this.
Yeah.
He made the face of, I'm unsure about this, but I want it to be good, but I don't want to flat out say I don't think it's going to be good.
Yep.
All
that's
his
fair.
face said the whole
Yes.
lot, all at the same time.
That's why we need a video format for
That's
this.
right. We're working on it.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
Well, they've done they've gone lower budget and they probably filmed it in Prague or whatever, so
Yeah.
might be all right. Next up,
Well,
we
that's
have-
where Baba Yaga hangs out. They
That
use
is true.
to cost
Big
cut.
chicken
They
house.
use the real Baba Yaga. And
What do you think of a chicken house?
I love a chicken
legs.
house.
Do you think it's a cool thing to do though?
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very now.
That house is coming right at us on its chicken legs.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Does that house walk? It must.
Yeah, it does.
Because why be on legs for?
That's right.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of Hellboy dialogue that I'm looking forward to. Hey, your house covered? What's it on legs for? Oh, jeez, it's coming at us!
Is it?
Ape Sapien, run!
Was it a chicken? Was it a giant chicken converted into a house, or a house converted into a chicken-legged house?
I think it's towards the second one.
Okay.
I think maybe she's just always had a chicken-legged house.
But I feel like there needs to be an origin for the chicken leg house. Like there was a big free chicken.
Well, if we all see this movie a lot, if we really get a grab,
and they test it where you turn the dial up or what?
yeah,
things you
left
like.
or right, chicken leg. But it says instead of a dial, it's left and right. Dial to the left is house with chicken legs. Dial to the right is just a regular house. And people are like, oh no, regular house. Anyway, we're going to get a grassroots campaign going.
Yep. Chicken leg house origin.
Chicken leg house origin. And if we all see this new Hellboy, we're going to get a chicken leg house origin.
Just to clarify, it's 2 chicken legs only, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't have 4 chicken
You
legs.
need more. I don't know if that's stable enough.
No, but its chicken legs have like claws at the bottom.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
And it's probably not like a big crooked house. It's probably quite square, right?
It's a little cottage.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
This makes sense to me now. Does it often squat so you don't know it's a chicken leg house and then it stands up?
I don't know. I don't know that, actually.
Interesting.
I feel like it's always has visible chicken legs, but...
I need more information about the chicken leg
Oh,
house.
you think you're gonna get more origin?
Yeah. I wanted to turn up the house and go, this is just a regular house. I thought we were looking for a chicken leg house.
Oh,
And then it
why
stands up.
we're rising up in the sky?
Does it lay eggs? Does it have a little chicken
I
leg
don't know.
leg house?
I don't know.
Chicken leg, like cubby houses.
Okay, so the producers of Hellboy, if you're listening,
Yeah.
and you haven't done any origin, it's time for a reshoot.
Yes.
You haven't done the origin of Baba Yaga's house.
Chicken leg house.
Yeah. Anyway, next week the show's going to start with Welcome to the Weekly Planet, where we talk about Baba Yaga's house. Exclusively the origins of Baba
Can we
Yaga's
call
house.
it chicken leg house, please?
Okay, chicken leg house.
And then afterwards, to kind of cap off the year, Cats, the movie adaptation of the play Cat. The
Great,
musical
incredible.
Cats.
How's that going to look?
Shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in what way specifically?
I think James Corden's in it. I think Taylor Swift's in it.
So is it going to be the play Cats? It's people in cat suits, funny coloured cat
Yes.
suits. So it's not going to be that in the movie. It's going to be animated real cats, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want some names for this?
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Idris Elba.
All right.
Jennifer Hudson.
Oh.
Ian McKellen.
Oh.
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
James Corden. Judi Dench. Rebel Wilson. There's some good names in this.
There you go.
And some not as good names.
Okay, so it's not like we're taking this deadly seriously and we're cats.
I think it's
Because otherwise it's
both.
going to have to be deadly serious
And then
cats.
cat makeup.
Deadly serious songs sung by cats.
And everybody looks like Beast from X-Men Origins.
But that's what I'm
or
saying.
whatever.
Isn't it just going to be cats? Like, it's not going to be people
Oh, you
dressed...
think literal cats?
Yeah.
No.
Because it can't be how they look in the movie.
I don't think- I
because
think-
that's alien. Like the idea behind the theater version is we're supposed to go, okay, they are cats, but obviously they can't put them into giant fuzzy cat suits so they're physically the same shape as cats.
I think that's what it is.
That's crazy.
Hang on, sorry.
If you put what you see on
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo. If you put what you see on the stage into the movie, then it's just weird alien. Like it's Thundercats, exactly.
I agree.
And then do they interact with humans?
I don't know.
You'd be like, what the hell's that? Because they'd be little as well, aren't they? Because
They'd have to be little.
They'd be little. You'd be like, what is that? Uah! There's a new song about a man swatting a whole bunch of cat people creatures to death with a shovel. That's the new song.
Sounds great.
It's called Have I Died and Gone to Hell? There's weird cat monkeys in the alley behind where I work. That's what it's called.
Are you going to see this?
I'll see it just for that.
I mean, that's not going to be a thing.
I
in
will
the movie.
absolutely not see it. Oh, no, why would I see it?
I don't know, because it could be funny.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Anyway, those are all the movies. We've definitely missed some.
Yeah, we will.
But speaking of,
Anyway, it's time to talk about the thing that's made the most waves this week in the social media universe, and that's big sandwiches.
yes,
We're going to pivot entirely to a big sandwich-based podcast. We're going to talk about big sandwiches. We're going to look at big sandwich-based memes.
We appreciate the people who made their own big sandwiches, people who sent us pictures of big sandwiches, people who use jokes and memes and created all those different things. Basically, for those who are not in the know, my son came in no less than 3 times last week demanding a big sandwich.
Demanding, that's right.
And I had to stop the podcast to go make him a big sandwich.
Yeah.
People also want to know, what was the big sandwich? Should I reveal it?
No.
Okay.
Let me just be clear. Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of great things, or is it?
Ooh.
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
We did a non-spoiler review pretty much when we came straight out of the movie.
Yeah.
That's on my YouTube channel.
It's titled Avengers Endgame Reaction 10 exclamation points.
And it's both of our faces looking
Going like,
shocked.
"Gah? Gah?"
Look, Mason, I'm no stranger to clickbait. I'm not one to make fun of others for their particular YouTube thumbnail practices.
All your videos, the last like half a dozen, have all just been Captain Marvel explodes. 10 exclamation points. Feminism. Captain Marvel, get out of here.
Yeah. Disney buys all the tickets for Captain Marvel. I mean, even
Captain
if,
Marvel nude.
even if you hate Captain
Marvel, you hate her, but she's nude.
even if you hate Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
you can't get around the fact it made $1 billion.
You absolutely can't.
It's
no.
just the reality of it.
Unless Disney bought all
That's
the
actually a
tickets,
good point.
obviously.
I didn't even think of
You
that.
didn't think maybe they probably did that for some reason, you know?
Yeah.
They sent guys to every cinema and just bought all the tickets.
That must be it. Anyway, how about this? I got some reviews here from people who have tweeted the show. Andrew says, saw Avengers Endgame, holy shit, the best MCU movie, best movie of the year, and best cinema experience I've ever had. Applauding and wooing audience, surrounded by friends and strangers, all feeling the same way, and mostly crying like me. Best
How do you feel
movie
about it?
ever.
How do you feel about an applauding audience, James? How do you
Shut
feel
up.
about it?
Shut up.
You don't like it?
No.
I like it.
If,
I like
if
it.
it's brief,
Yeah.
but you're not, none of this extended.
All right, all right.
It's too
I
long.
like it. No, I like it.
You
I
just
reckon
keep
it's
it going?
good. Yeah, just keep
During
it going.
the movie?
Yeah, I just keep it going.
During
I
the
see how
movie,
long
you
I can
want
keep
this?
it going. Just keep
You
it
want this
going
during the
forever.
film?
Yep, the whole time.
You're an
Start to
absolute
finish.
buffoon.
When the movie starts and I'm like, good, yep, Mr. Fantasy, great opening tune. Here we go. Really sets the tone. Just keep clapping. I clap the whole movie. Whole time.
And Charlie Hunter said, yeah, Avengers Endgame is good, but have you seen Justice League? You know, it's a good question. Bit of a difference between these
Yep.
movies, isn't there? For
Yep.
good or ill, there's differences.
There's definitely differences, isn't there?
I couldn't think of many off the top of my head.
This is from Demian Holst, and I've chosen this one because it has the title Captain America Wife Stealer.
Yeah,
So,
interesting.
in the museum scene in Winter Soldier,
Yes.
Cap watches an interview with Peggy Carter in which she says that one of the men Cap rescued from behind enemy lines in First Avenger later became her husband.
Yes.
This means Cap knowingly stole Peggy away from another man.
Yep.
And also,
Also good, I hope he stole.
yeah, right? Also, this...
He rescued that guy. That guy should be dead anyway.
Exactly.
He should be thanking
but
him.
Here's the thing, though. She wouldn't say in the interview, well, I owe Captain America a great debt of gratitude because he came back through time and married me.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
FYI, he's secretly my husband.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be telling anybody this, but I'm telling everybody this. You wouldn't say, yeah, I'm Steve Rogers. You'd be like, yeah, I was, we met during the war.
I'm Johnny Rogers.
Captain America rescued me, and now
Yeah.
I'm here. Like, he could just
I
pretend to be the guy.
love Captain America.
I love Captain America.
You know what? If he came through time and stole my wife away,
Wouldn't
I'd
mind
be
it
okay
at
with
all.
it.
Yeah, I think it's just him. So yeah, I mean, so you could just be like, well, there's rumors that Captain America kept fighting crime all
Yeah.
the way through the 50s and 60s, and just be like, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
because of time travel.
And also, nobody had a good photo of anybody.
That's exactly right. If you didn't sit there for the big concertina camera with the burning gunpowder flash, you may as well not have been there at all.
That was a little bit earlier, but yeah,
Whatever.
I get the idea. Absolutely right. Or you could just say, "Hey, we're related. Like, it doesn't matter.
doesn't
or
matter.
I look like him.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
doesn't matter. I've got
Yeah.
a mustache, though. So it's different.
Yeah.
But no, I'm 100% okay with him.
Yep.
Even if he did steal... I mean, that sucks for that guy, but also he doesn't know,
I don't think he's real.
I've got a tweet here from Unimaginative Username.
Oh, hello.
And that makes sense because their username is CMC_22. It's not great.
Yeah.
Now that Endgame is over, who do you think will be the next big bad in the MCU? I'd like to see Galactus or Doctor Doom, but maybe they're done with the big ultimate villains for now. # Weekly Punter Pod.
But the thing about Galactus, the comic book version at least, is he's part of the universe, and you can't destroy him without destroying the universe. So how do they handle that?
They take his wife away.
Take his wife away.
Captain America goes
steals
back in
his
time,
wife.
steals his wife.
We need a man with a very, very specific set of skills. Steve, we're bringing you back. You got to steal this guy's wife.
That would be good because he'd be old now.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And his Peggy has died, and he's like, "Can I still do this? Have I still got it?"
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Definitely does.
Absolutely he
Oh,
does.
you better believe he does. Look at those teeth. Oh, works of art.
Yeah. It turns out Thanos was evil the whole time as well, because he's like, I just want to balance the universe, but now he's just like, I just want to destroy the universe and make it so everyone thinks I'm great.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
you weren't even about resource
You
management.
know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. You've never played a game of SimCity in your life, Thanos. Look, this is the next email from Ian Jackson. When the unsnapping occurred, I just feel bad for anyone who lost a spouse during the snap.
There you go.
And married the spouse's best friend or twin brother, sister over the next 5 years. That's very specific, all right. I can't help but feel the MCU is now going to skip dealing with this trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be a throwaway line about how some people have graduated from high school.
Yes.
And then they'll never mention it again.
You know what I think it will be? I
that?
think the way they keep everybody in check is, listen, you be good to your old or new partners, or Captain America is going to come back and marry one of them.
Or both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah. Oh, he's like the boogeyman of this universe now, where he's just like, you better you fly right off. Captain America's going to steal your husband or wife or your old kids or your new kids.
You're mistreating a dog, he'll adopt that dog right out
He'll
from under
take that
you.
dog. He's so good with dogs. Dogs love him. He treats them so good. He gives them the good food. He takes them to the vet regularly for checkups.
He flips his shield upside down and fills it with water. He'll
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
right. Yeah.
Also, he turns into a werewolf in the comics. He could do that. He'd get along with all dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That'll do it, I reckon.
I think, okay,
Yeah,
great.
nice. Just tears.
Why don't we make a bet for what's next, and the loser has to get the Hawkeye haircut?
But the winner gets the Hawkeye tattoo?
Yeah, that's a winner's tattoo.
That's what you better believe it is. Yeah.
Man, we got to move on to Aladdin. This will probably make its money back and be a hit. Could edge close to $1 billion worldwide. Then that's how it goes sometimes.
That's how it goes in this business called show.
What did you think the story was,
Oh,
though?
no. There's a lamp.
It's Aladdin.
It's Aladdin. Oh, yeah.
Just say it's Aladdin.
That's a shortcut.
Even you've seen Aladdin now.
I've seen Aladdin, and therefore everyone in the world has seen Aladdin.
Yeah.
I was the last one, so it's that, but it's live.
Yeah, and longer. It's kind of embarrassing for me.
Why's that?
Did
you pee your pants in the
Yeah,
cinema?
well, yeah, I really liked this.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun and charming.
But then when you peed your pants in the cinema, people were like, he mustn't like that movie because he's peed his pants. He's probably scared of the movie.
I peed it because I didn't want to leave. All right, everybody?
All right.
I like this an embarrassing amount.
Huh, there you go.
What about you?
I thought it was quite charming.
Yeah. Can we get a yes or no from people whether Aladdin is good? No context. No context. All right?
Yep. And no context whether this is separate from
We
the
don't wanna
previous
know.
thing we asked. Whatever that was, which I've already forgotten. Do not separate
I have
them.
forgotten.
Yep. That's how it works.
How'd that happen? It's 2019, and it's also June. Do you know what that means?
What does it mean?
There's a Dark Phoenix movie.
Oh, I thought you were...
Another one.
I thought you were segueing into something better.
You
But here we go.
wish.
Yeah, I do wish.
Now, Mason, it's been 13 years in the making. You've been screaming for a Dark Phoenix remake. And here
I?
every day.
I haven't, though, no.
You wake up in a cold sweat and you call me and you're like, James, I had a dream that they remade Dark Phoenix finally. And it was bad.
Every day I call you up, and then today you were like, but it's real.
But it's today.
Yeah, wow.
Well, we're talking story, so what do you think
Oh,
the
no.
story was?
Okay, it's the X-Men. It's the 90s. It's 10 years later. They all look the same. Again.
Magneto is 62 years old.
He looks great.
He's got those Brad Pitt genes.
He's had, yeah. I guess, you know what, if you just go, you know
He's
what.
sourced in his own blood.
I was going to, yeah, boy, is he. It's all the people on that island. I guess if you go, you know what, in addition to having, you know, magnetic powers or weather powers, you also don't age as much. I guess I can be on board with that.
Yeah, in this timeline.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, and then it all catches up to you.
It gets
By
you.
2000 and whatever.
That's right, exactly.
You're Ian McKellen.
It's a Dorian Gray situation where if
Yeah.
you look at the painting, it'll...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
some versions of Dorian? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, mystifies me why they didn't use the superhero costumes from the end of Apocalypse. Remember
Yes.
they all turn around?
Yeah.
Remember Cyclops turns around and he's got the big X and he's got
He looks great!
Oh, it looks incredible. Storm
looks
looks incredible. They all look good. And then, anyway, there's a something's happening in space. NASA's like, get us the X-Men, pick up the X-phone, call the X-Men. And then
you're rearing up for a space adventure.
space adventure, a spadventure.
Yeah, but they're 20 feet out of Earth's atmosphere.
Boy, are they? Yeah, that's right. Yep. If they were out in space and they're like, air's getting pretty thin out here, they could just scoop up a handful of air, just put it directly in their mouth. I'm feeling good.
Still warm.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, they go to space, and then Jean Grey gets the Dark Phoenix powers again.
Yeah.
What struck me about this movie,
Storm?
exactly, the lightning bolts, is that so much of this movie
Do
is
more weather stuff, Storm. Do
Yeah.
more weather stuff. Sorry, go on.
just lightning.
I want some tornadoes. I want some
Yeah.
hail.
Yeah.
They did a little bit of freezing.
A low pressure system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I want it to be
I want some humidity in the air.
exactly.
I want to
Make
see
it-
that shimmer on the horizon.
Ah, so good. What were we talking about? They all
I
do
went to
it.
the toilet for 10 minutes during this movie. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie, that happened.
Uh-huh.
They cut out I don't know what to do.
They really did, didn't they? For sport, look, that's
David
that-
messaged me. You
that's-
know David?
Yeah, no, look,
Couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe him.
That's a spoiler, but I feel in the interest of public service,
Yeah.
we're blowing the whistle on this.
I thought I went to the bathroom.
no,
When they did
I mean,
it.
you definitely did go to the bathroom.
I was
It's
there
true.
for 20
but
minutes.
at no point does Professor X say, "I don't know what to do." He never says it.
Do you think people...
But they keep in, she'll kill us all. I think I don't think that was still in.
kill us all? I missed that, though.
All right, yeah.
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 It's a bit of a drag.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think you can...
And not in a depressing way.
No.
It's just kind of like...
Yeah,
It's kind of meanders along.
I think you can I think Endgame probably proves that you can cover big topics and everything's grim,
Yeah.
but there's also time for moments of levity and
Well,
you can
if
enjoy.
you look at, like, the Dark Knight trilogy does it as well. There's some very serious stuff in those movies.
That's absolutely
I mean,
right.
they don't put any themes in them because don't put themes in my movies,
That's
obviously.
exactly right. That's a movie about a man with bat-shaped boomerangs. What would you throw them at? Who would you throw them at?
Criminals.
Yeah, nice.
Criminals and probably my mates.
Probably your mates. You'd probably throw them around some brickwork, maybe, if you wanted a quick escape.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Yeah.
If you had a car that could drive on anything.
Yep.
You could drive across rooftops. What
Only do
rooftops
that.
would you drive
Just
on?
all of my mates.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. So your mates would get a text and they'd be like, hey, guess where I am? And they'd be like, I don't know. And you'd be like, on your roof.
Doing a doughy.
Doing a doughy on your roof. And then you get a text, you're collapsing the foundations of my house. And you'd be like, I don't care.
We're mates.
Yeah.
We went to school together. What did you think of the villain, Margaret?
Oh, Margaret the villain.
That's her name.
Is it?
Well, Vuck. They say it once. So maybe
Right.
they said it again. I was in the toilet. Yeah, because he comes back from the party and his husband's like, Margaret.
This
Gives you a
villain,
concave
these
chest.
villains are not compelling. No. They're not interesting. They're dull. It's just men and women in chinos.
Yeah, doing kung fu.
Doing kung fu. I don't care. Look, you know what? I'm going to say worst movie ever.
Yeah,
It's
look,
definitely not.
I don't think it's that bad.
No,
but-
agreed.
But I can't give it best.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Men in Black International.
Ooh.
There's none of the edge from the first one. The creature designs, there's some interesting creature designs, but it's mostly just like silver stuff, and they walk through like a room that's like a big airport, and all the aliens got like googly eyes, and then one of the characters who hasn't seen many aliens is just like, what's this one about? And then there's a big circular screen, and they're like,
Are you saying
there's
that
an
if you-
incoming transmission from the Blarbity Bloop system, and
If
we
you
got
were- if you
one
went-
of the Zandali Kloops has got loose
If
in
you
the
went to an
bloopity
alien,
blop,
if you went to
and
an
they want
alien
the
train
splaggity
station,
bloop.
wouldn't you be like, "What's this going on here?" I think you would. I think that's a very genuine reaction. I think you'd be like,
Yeah, I
"What's-
know.
What's happening here?"
But they got to get the squiggly dopes before the Kraglin Kloops get
That's
to them.
all direct dialogue from the movie, by the way. Again, it's Liam Neeson. He's like, "You got to get the splabbity bloop from the. I don't know. Just go to a different set piece, and we'll sort this out."
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not on any posters. Yeah, fair enough.
It didn't seem as fantastical as the previous two.
I went to the toilet in the middle. I missed some,
Yeah.
Mason. I don't know.
Okay. Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's my new thing.
Yeah, it really seems to be. Maybe you should get your bladder looked at.
I probably should. I was in there
Well,
for
in the
like-
toilets.
Yeah.
At the cinema.
I was in there for like maybe 32 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you should. When next time you're in there, just knock on the stall,
Yeah.
the next stall, and be like, "Hey, man,
Take
you
a
look
look
at
at
this." Yeah. Also, I hate the idea. I hate that his name is High Tea.
Yeah,
I
no,
understand it's supposed to be a British reference.
Oh, I know. I get it.
But I
They sh-
hate it.
They should have called him Scones and Jam.
They should have called him Scones and Jam.
Double-decker bus.
Buckingham Palace.
Chips and vinegar.
I was going to say chippy dinner.
Getting glassed.
Yeah, exactly.
So people ask,
Talbot breakfast.
some people ask, Boris Johnson. Some people ask, what that guy could be running England.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but so there's the fliggity dump is missing
Wow.
because it's going to save the Scraggle
Empire. Yeah.
I'm worried I'm going to say like a
Something
really,
really
bad
offensive.
swear-
Yeah,
swear word in
absolutely. Yeah.
that.
You're going to have to go through these with a fine tooth comb just in case.
Yeah,
This editing's going to take a really long
it's going to take a
time.
real long time. And also, and I'm glad they didn't. There was no like at the end. The world's inside a chicken egg.
Vum, 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 vum,
Yeah.
vum, vum, vum.
Yeah. Hey, the Earth is
Vum,
flat.
vum, 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 vum.
It's the bottom of a
Vum,
tortoise.
vum, 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 vum. Yeah, I mean, how many more things can it be in, you know?
It can't.
They can't, they have to be, they're all contradictory to another.
Because the world was in a marble, but then the world was in a locker room.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense.
Did somebody take it out of the marble?
Yep.
Wow. And that lady who's in things sometimes.
Who?
The arms dealer.
Oh, yeah. Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I like that she had an extra arm.
She had 2 extra arms.
I thought she only had 3.
She had 4 arms, I think.
I think she only had 3.
We'll see, won't we?
No, because neither of us will check.
I'll never check.
and
no.
nobody saw this.
No, uh-huh.
But if you do know,
If you
let us know.
if you tweet at us, that's our action item this week.
Yeah.
Tweet at us
how many arms? does
3 or
Rebecca-
4.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
and if you have any kind of proof, we
and
don't want to
also,
hear it.
Does Rebecca Ferguson in real life have how many arms? So we got
Exactly.
that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
So 3 or 4. and then
how many she
How
has,
many she
comma,
has.
how many she has. Because I'd be curious to know if she
Was
has
that
2 arms and they
CGI?
added an extra arm,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
if she has 4 arms and
Yeah.
they took one off.
I mean, she's definitely got 4 arms
yeah, she's got 4 arms, yeah.
of how many arms she's got.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, it blew my mind, and I had to go to the bathroom because I was just so fucking blown away by it.
I think you have some sort of bladder control issue.
I was in there for 44 minutes. I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, that's the correct amount of time.
It's Toy Story time.
Toy Story time.
Did you? Well, look. Okay. First of all,
Did I see it? Yes, I did. Toy
No,
Story 4.
Excellent. But what did you think the story was?
Oh, no. Okay, so let me think. There's toys.
Yep.
And they're magical for some reason. So they're
I
alive.
don't know if they're magical. I guess they are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe they got human guts in them.
Maybe. Well, at least your Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5, do they have human guts in them? And are they little guts, or are they just like bits of regular sized human guts? Like, does Woody have like a kidney in him? You know?
A kidney.
Yeah.
He's powered by a kidney.
Yeah. It's-
Well, he could fit a kidney in his head, a small one.
Maybe.
Like a child's kidney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, so the toys from the toys you love from all the other Toy Stories. Anyway, there was Bonnie now because Toy Story 3 happened. You remember
Yes.
that? But then Bonnie goes to school. Kindergarten. And then she makes a little friend.
But Mason, it's good that you make friends when you go to kindergarten, isn't it?
No, James. I mean, she literally made a friend.
With human guts?
Yeah, with human guts. It's horrifying. This series takes a turn, let me tell you. But no, she makes a little toy out of a
Yeah,
fork.
she's a little Michael Fassbender's robot from Alien, just
Yeah.
making things out of human guts.
Yeah, just playing God, and it comes to life.
Yeah, so, yeah. And then adventures ensue. And old friends and lovers are reunited. And carnivals and spooky antique shops.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is.
So it's it kind of must be frustrating. Like you can't get anywhere because you're just constantly flopping on the ground and then a kid picks you up and
Yeah,
throws you
right.
under a car or something. Or,
For sure,
or
yeah.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
How can you even die in this universe? I guess you have to be shredded, right?
I guess so, yeah. Like, where's your brain?
I don't know.
Not
in your head,
It's
you've
not in
got
your
a
head 'cause
kidney.
you got a kidney in there, exactly, yeah.
I genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need to explain the mechanics of the
No,
universe.
exactly. And also,
It's not a midi-chlorian situation.
And it's also like, well, exactly. The nagging question I have is like, well, surely other kids have created other toys in the past. What's happened to all of them? Or is this just a Bonnie thing?
I don't know.
Is Bonnie, when it doesn't matter also.
I guess it's part of if a kid just believes it's a toy, it's a toy.
Yeah,
But
right.
then what does that mean? If you pick up a paperclip and go, this is my friend Terry.
Yeah.
Does that mean Terry?
It'll be like, do you want some help making your Word document? I can help you with formatting. Am I still a current reference? I don't even know. Remember the paperclip from Microsoft Word?
I need a kidney.
I'll poke it out of you. I'll unfold and poke you.
That's an action item for this week.
Does anybody
Yes or
remember
no?
the paperclip from Microsoft Word? Is he still around?
I don't think
know.
so.
Does anybody just use Google Docs now?
Yeah, everybody does, I believe.
Hmm.
Anyway, it's Spider-Man's got a new movie. I've already seen it. Have you seen it?
Not yet.
Let's talk about it.
Right now?
No, we can't because you haven't seen it. We talked about this a while ago, but Marquee Mark reminded us on Twitter this week, said, in a Q&A I suggested...
Wait, Marky Mark from the Funky Bunch?
No, it's Marquee Mark.
Oh.
In the Q&A, I suggested you guys do a weird and alternate Spider-Man in lead up to Far From Home. You guys said you'd be down. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, and before this, you asked me, like, have we done this? And I don't know. I don't think so.
We might have done a video.
Yeah, we probably have.
Yeah.
I know we've done different various villains and whatnot. And
Might have been villains.
Spider-Man has some of the most iconic villains
As
of
if,
all
name
universes.
one. Think of one.
Number
You-
25, the Chameleon.
That's quite iconic, actually.
If you love villains, Mason,
I do.
You're going to love number 8, Hobgoblin.
I love Hobgoblin.
A guy who finds
Fun to say, fun to look at.
That's right.
Hobgoblin.
A guy who finds the Green Goblin stuff and goes, I could probably do this.
Yeah. Don't want to rip him off, though. Yeah, make it yellow then.
Maybe don't put Goblin in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he could have been Corn of Cob and made himself yellow.
The Corn of Coblin. Oh, that'd be so good. Imagine that. I think we've found our number one villain.
Corn
I
of
think
Goblin.
List 25 would have already predicted it, but it's Corn of Coblin.
Number 5, here we're getting into it now.
Yep.
The Green Goblin, but which one? I guess Norman Osborn.
Yeah, well, not
There's
Harry
1,000.
Osborn.
Sometimes Norman Osborn is the Green Goblin. He doesn't even know he's the Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What do you think of New Goblin? Ski mask.
Awful.
Wicked, sick snowboard. But
I
it
forgot
flies in the
about.
sky.
Oh, I forgot about that. Actually, really good.
Yeah.
So he's number one, right?
Sword.
New Goblin.
New Goblin.
Oh, imagine if it was New Goblin.
No, we already
They
know
didn't
it's...
even get a name in that movie. They just
No,
call
it's
it
in
New Goblin in the toys and the McDonald's little trinkets and stuff.
He's probably going to be number 2 because number 1 is Corn of Goblin.
Goblin, absolutely, yes.
And number 1...
Corner Goblin.
Corn of Goblin. But coming in just before that is Doc Ock.
Tied for one.
Is Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you have opinions on the best Spider-Man villain? Are there any in here that shouldn't be here? Is there anything that could beat Corn of Goblin? I doubt it.
Oh, just imagine him flying through the sky, you know? Just throwing exploding kernels at people.
Just a piping hot cob of corn covered in butter, slipping between buildings.
A former army colonel, that's the twist.
Very good. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly Planet podcast where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. If I sound down, Mason, it's because we just did the entire episode just now.
Oh my God, so we're done, so I can go home.
No, Mason.
It's the magic hour. I'm going to go home and get a kebab.
It did not record.
Oh, what?
Well, the
You're
ad-
just telling me now?
The ad spot recorded.
Oh my God, well, that's the important thing.
That's true. We always said if we ever lost an episode, it would be gone forever. But professionalism took over. And because we needed to do an ad, took over.
Well, exactly, that's right, yeah. We're beholden to our masters in...
This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh.
Well, hello, Fresh. Is that who we're doing this week?
That's exactly it, yeah.
Yep, so we thought, well, why not? You know, the true fans... Well, hello, Fresh.
So
They'll get their episode.
So this might be maybe a little bit shorter. I don't know.
Or longer.
Or longer, because we're just kind of...
It'll be shorter because we'll have to take out all this... Because we probably won't do the Seinfeld riff anymore.
That was such a good riff.
It was us existing in a world where we were both Seinfeld, but you'll never. Maybe we'll do it live one day.
Yeah, maybe we will.
Yeah.
But yeah,
dueling
I
Seinfelds.
feel like the magic is gone though.
Oh, well, we'll
at this
come up
point.
with new
We'll see,
magic.
yeah. Hey, speaking of old Hollywood,
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Obviously, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, so people are like, "What's this hot new director up to in terms of Hollywood productions?" And now we know it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is a
I've
great.
got emphysema.
This is a great joke I did in the previous recording.
It is not. This is fresh. This is fresh and nonsensical.
So here's something
I
I
respect
said.
you taking a swing for the fences there with this new guy. Out of breath Hollywood reporter.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
who he
right,
is?
yeah.
Who's this hot new director? I like him actually. Now that I've done it, I see the
You're
appeal
gonna
of
do
it.
it. Okay, good. Well, it's yours.
Thank you.
Brab's Pitt.
'Cause of his
This is
abs.
Gabs, yeah.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Watch them drive around Hollywood until you can't stand it anymore. So I can't say
did.
I was bored
Yeah.
during those moments, but I just feel like, what are you adding to this?
Last time we didn't. Speaking of, what are you adding to this? Last time we didn't even talk about Pacino. Pacino's in this.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. What's he adding to this?
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah, well,
That's
exactly.
him. That's him being a machine gun.
Okay, right. What other things could he be?
That's it.
This is him being a baby's rattle. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
But I just,
And the presence of Channing Tatum.
of course,
Has Channing
Mason.
Tatum done any Tarantino anything?
Yes.
What did he do? I can't
Hateful
remember.
Eight.
It was in Hateful Eight. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay,
It's a
cool.
bit of a spoiler, but it's been out for 15 years.
It's been out for 15 years. And it
Alex.
seems like 15 years.
You're not wrong, Mason. 15 bloody years in the cinema watching that bloody long-ass film. They're making into a Netflix series, though, with extra footage.
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Oh, wait, when you say that, do you mean they got the existing movie? Are they?
Yes.
Okay, so they're not making a new Hateful Eight series.
No.
They're getting the existing movie Hateful Eight.
Apparently, it
expanding out.
changes the whole kind of narrative.
How much
it's
footage
like
did he film?
Like maybe 6 hours or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we saw 5.5 of those in the cinema. So it was-
we should have.
got him. Got him.
Yeah.
Got him. He's a good filmmaker, but got him.
Got him. The rest of it's just foot shots. Yeah. It's a real soul-a-palooza.
Oh, very good.
Ball-a-palooza?
Tobapalooza.
Ball-a-palooza?
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
And that's the world we live in, of Hollywood. More like Hollyweird.
Oh, my God, on the way over here. I'm like, nice.
You didn't hear it, Mason, but I...
You put in some laugh track, I know.
Yeah. No, that was real laughter.
Oh, from the studio audience.
That's right.
Finally, we got a reaction out of our studio audience. They've been here 298 episodes.
99.
And, oh, yeah. It's amazing they still have the power to laugh.
I know.
After, just hearing all our jokes again.
Again. This movie is not without things that I went, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Is that Al Pacino? It is.
Sorry, everyone. I like to talk out loud when I...
I mean, it's quite obvious in retrospect. It looks exactly like him, and he talks like him. He said that rat-a-tat thing that he does. Why am I still talking? You guys are trying to enjoy this movie.
Hang on, I just need to make a phone call. If everyone could just... it's not even a fix.
Claire, can you believe this?
Anyway, it's pretty good for a lot of it. Joker's coming up hot and fast,
Oh,
Mason.
my God.
We've both seen it.
Like a hot, fast delivery by a man who's Spider-Man on a little bike.
Correct.
Yes.
So...
Yeah,
'cause we have so many thoughts.
we saw it with we ran into our friend Broden from Auntie Donna.
Broden Kelly.
Thank you.
The best.
From the Auntie Donna podcast and the Auntie Donna sketch group.
One of the greats.
And we watched it at this screening, and we all had a completely different reaction to this movie.
Yes, that's right.
No spoilers, but
Yeah.
different.
Make of that what you will.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week we thought we're going to talk about edgy movies.
Yes.
Movies that came out at a time and people were like, oh my God, this is holding up a mirror to society and maybe also to me.
This movie's dangerous. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we thought we'd run through a bunch of them. We both went away and watched similar but mostly different movies that kind of
I think there's some
fall into
crossover
this
here.
category.
Yeah.
Do you want to open with Fight Club? Because
I think we both saw Fight Club.
That's the biggest one that people had recommended.
Yeah.
And there are some things about it which are still relevant to today. And it's like, because
The fact that a whole bunch of real life fight clubs have sprung up.
That's right.
I think number one.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
But I think there is that thing of like the role of men in, and Claire and I talk about this on Suggestible, my other podcast, in society. Like
Well, maybe I talked about it on my other podcast too.
What is it? Big dumb idiot sits in a room by himself.
Yeah. Yeah, people love it. You know why? I've found the biggest uncatered to audience, which is big dumb idiots sitting in a room by themselves. We're rising up.
You hold your mirror to society?
That's right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And we're just in time for what, Mason?
Talking about Joker?
We are talking about Joker.
Yeah.
Long time coming. Do you want to talk box office first?
Sure.
Okay, what are the numbers?
$80 million?
Yeah, pretty good. 92.
I think I saw it twice.
You were wrong, but
Okay.
the fact that you even got, you said millions.
I said millions of dollars. $80,000? Which is just the price of the bloody popcorn and the drink, am I
mate,
right?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, for me.
Upsize. I got to pay my bloody mortgage.
There we go.
So it's the largest October opening ever. We do good jokes here.
We do, it's true.
And like this movie, it holds a mirror to society and
That's true.
cinema.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First of all, I thought this was okay.
Sure.
I didn't love it at all. And there's elements of it that I really liked.
Yes.
But for me, this fell down in a lot of places.
Okay, picture this.
Yeah.
Same movie.
Yep.
But rather than a man who puts on like white face paint and dyes his hair green, he puts on a tank top and he shaves his head. And instead of calling the movie Joker, it's called Dom Toretto. And it's the same movie, except he's like a little weak, broken down man, and he's so afraid. But society keeps beating him down, and eventually he snaps and he steals Robert De Niro's DVD player, and he starts a life of crime. And then all the critics are like, "Oh my god, this has redefined the street racing genre. Oh my god, this is such a mature take on this character that nobody would dare to do before." And then you'd be like, I didn't really see any street racing in this movie. And they'd be like, yeah, well, car chases for children, aren't they? Car chases, this movie's moved beyond that sort of, it's about the human drama, isn't it? You're fine, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the...
The movie's just called Furious, actually.
Yes,
it's just called Furious. And it's
called-
the same font.
It's called Dominic.
Oh, Dominic.
Anyway, they made it, didn't they?
Yeah. Also, you never asked me what the story was, so the joke's on you.
That's
right.
But I'm
right.
twisting the genre on its head. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true. God, we're so good at this. Was it even a review?
What was it
even
said?
a review if you didn't ask me what the story
What would
was?
you have said, though, if I said... Because you couldn't say it's the Joker. Hypothetically, Mason.
Yes.
Or pathetically, what would you say?
I'd say it's dirty New York and there's a sad man in it.
Pretty good, Mason.
Pretty good, right?
Pretty goddamn good.
Yes.
Halloween, everyone. What do you think of that? Nick, spooky pumpkin Mason.
That's me.
Pumpkin spice Mason.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
I mean,
I'm seasonally appropriate.
It should be all year. Was Pumpkin Spice the first one to leave the group? Spice Girls. Oh, it got funnier when I explained it. Normally that doesn't happen.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I thought you were going to be silent for the rest of the show. I would deserve that. Anyways, this is our Halloween's coming up. We're doing a showdown
for superhero showdown is what we normally do.
Yeah, because last week we said, we were like, as usual, we're going to talk about the best horror movies that have come out this year. Then we're like, we haven't seen any.
Yeah.
Well, what did we see? We saw Halloween.
I've seen quite
that came
a
out
few.
last
That
year,
was
right?
last year. I've seen quite a few, but not enough where I'm like, I'm comfortable with. And also, it's not the end of the year yet, so, you know.
That's true.
We could still, there's more horror stuff we could
Look,
definitely
basically what happened is we were afraid people would be mean to us because we don't know anything about horror movies. So instead, we would prefer that a much smaller subset of people got mad at us.
That's right.
Which are people who are upset that our horror movie matchups were won by the wrong person.
That's right.
Or Entity.
Or Fog.
Or Frankenstein.
Yes. There's so many Dracula's monsters coming up. You're not going to believe it. This is from David. Dracula Untold versus Tom Cruise Mummy. Two classic horror movie
Oh my God,
icons.
the matchup we were always meant to see, but we never did.
That's true.
Damn.
So presumably Tom Cruise is the Mummy?
Yeah.
Kiss a man to death? Remember we could have interviewed the cast from Dracula Untold?
My God, we could have. Oh my God.
We'd still be talking about it. I guess we still talk about it regardless.
We'd still be dining out on it. It'd be
I
amazing.
hate this one.
Okay, well, who wins then? You've got to determine.
Dracula, because I like it slightly more.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
But that's only a personal preference.
Yeah. Look, I imagine Dracula would just chop him into pieces and then put the pieces.
Yeah.
So, arrange them. Make a sandcastle out of him.
Yeah, that's nice. Is he filled with sand?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know because we don't know what he ultimately turned into.
Does Tom Cruise have Russell Crowe?
Yes. And he's drunk. And he's spoiling for a fist fight. But it's not Dr. Jekyll, it's just regular Russell Crowe.
That's more dangerous, I think.
Yeah. I think a Dracula wins in most situations, unless there's very specific circumstances.
But also, you need like a weird specific curse in a book. Yeah, Dracula's probably got that book in his castle.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't have it on him.
No. Oh, to mummify the mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he could probably fly back and get it.
He'd probably get some bats to get it for him.
Yeah, that's true. So it's just, are they just waiting for various books
And
to arrive?
they keep bringing different books, and he'd be like, "Come on."
Is the mummy summoning books?
Yeah.
As well? Dracula books?
Not the Country Women's Associated Mum's Cookbook. That's not what I wanted. I want the mummy book. Oh,
The Book of the Dead.
Not the mummy blogger's book. No. You keep bringing me the wrong book, bats. You silly bats. But this one from Sean Gallagher, The Thing from The Thing versus It from It. So this is a battle of terribly named monsters.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll say modern day It.
I got that from Joe here as well. Uh-huh. Well, interesting.
Does the Thing fear anything?
I mean, it fears fire, but it's not the spider version. Oh, it doesn't arrive as a spider. I assume it just arrives as a clown.
Right, and what does the Thing arrive as? Does it have a body?
Let's say it arrives as the dog.
Okay, sure.
Because that's the first thing we see. I don't think it matters what the thing arrives as.
No, that's true.
I think it's irrelevant.
Okay, it arrives as the dog. So obviously it would be like, well, what's a dog fear? Lightning. Firecrackers. I'll turn in some firecrackers. But then maybe it thinks the Thing is afraid of fire because it's a dog.
Yeah. Oh, you don't think it can like read its soul and
I don't know.
What's going on with this?
I don't know.
Because it seems to know your innermost fear even if you don't speak them out loud. Because it's like, I know you're gay, Richie.
That's true. Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I am.
So in this instance, it knows that the Thing is gay.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, right.
But the Thing doesn't care.
It's not important.
Yeah. The Thing is everything
the
and all
thing is non-binary because it can turn into anything.
It doesn't give a shit at all.
Yeah. It would come at the Thing with some sort of fire, and then the Thing would cower or maybe go dormant.
Yeah.
Like it
for centuries.
Yeah. Right. This is a long haul one. And then eventually it would get a bit curious and be like, what's going on with this dead dog? And then the dog's body would just open up into a big set of jaws and just chomp its head off, I feel.
Yeah.
I might give this to the Thing.
I think I'm going to give it to the Thing is so adaptable. Terminator Dark Fate. I don't know, man. In all honesty, what do you think the story was?
Oh, no. It's a sequel to Terminator 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's direct. It's after the events of Terminator 2. The Terminator team.
The T2 team.
The T2 team.
The T2 team.
They saved the world.
Yeah.
From being destroyed on August 29th, 1997.
Or do they?
And now it's the modern day.
Or is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did, and it is. How dare you question me? But maybe there's some other Terminators in store for everyone. You know what I mean?
Maybe there is.
And maybe there's some people coming back in time to stop the Terminator. You know what I mean?
That's right. So
Maybe the Terminator's in this. Maybe Arnie's in it. Maybe Linda Hamilton's back.
Maybe she is.
She's on the poster.
Do you know she spent like a year in training to kind of get back into shape, and then they put a fake butt and boobs on her apparently.
Did they?
Kind of like
Wow.
fill her out a little bit. Yeah, but she said she didn't eat carbs for like a year.
You're a husk.
Chin ups are harder.
You're a husk with a fake butt.
That's right. What kind of pants would you need to contain a fake butt? I wonder?
Hashtag husk with a fake butt. Hut with a fake butt. Jabba the Hutt with a fake butt.
How does that work for the
I don't
butts?
know.
I feel
know.
like they just secrete.
They probably just
all
secrete.
over.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
She's still convincing as an action hero, despite not having done this for decades, presumably because she's rich and she's just like, why would I?
Yeah, I wondered about that as well.
Yeah.
Like, what lured her back, I wonder?
Money.
Was it the fake boobs and butt?
Maybe it was. Yoo-hoo! Somebody held them up. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think she liked the story by all accounts, but also probably money. I'd imagine a lot of this 185 million went to her and Arnie. It's a bit all over the place in terms of like pacing and
Can't really talk about
relates
it
to the time travel and this and then that.
Which I think is, remind me, but I think that's quite clever in the manner of another movie that has done something similar in years past, which we'll talk about, yeah.
Back to the Future too.
Back to the Future too, exactly.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, 3, I mean, because he comes back in a big train.
Sure. Toot toot. It's me, the Terminator. I'm back.
Look
Toot, toot.
at my big train driver hat. I'm going to say best movie ever for this one.
I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's worth a watch, definitely.
Yeah.
I like the way Arnold still had his old, like,
Yeah, it's great to
1980s
see that
operating
again,
system.
yeah. Did you see his? I don't think we
You
did.
do, briefly, yeah.
Okay, 'cause
You went to the toilet.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you went to the toilet.
Oh, why did I go to the toilet, Mason?
Because that's what you do now, apparently. You don't prepare beforehand.
I really didn't because I was running late. So all in all, they made another one, didn't they?
They sure did.
And dogs eating a fly out there.
Okay, nice.
Terminator, the other Terminators.
I understand.
Terminators, Mason.
Yeah, Terminators, yeah.
They've done it.
Yeah.
We're talking about Terminator Dark Fate again this week, Mason.
We can't get enough of it.
We cannot.
I mean, the general public can certainly get enough
That's
of it.
right. So I think that's interesting that this has probably sealed the fate of
The Dark Fate.
The Dark Fate of Terminator as a movie franchise, I would say. Do you want to talk about franchise killing movies, Mason? Bearing in mind that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Movies are just
we have no other options,
Yes, the movies are just they really killed things off for good, or at least a fairly long time.
Yeah.
Let's say. Is that a good enough?
I think we don't have to define it. I think
Okay.
we can say, look, some stuff that killed franchises, some stuff that killed genres.
Yes.
What kills a franchise? What puts it on ice for a bit?
Yeah.
What could bring it back?
What could bring it back?
We'll vaguely allude to all of these things.
We can't wait.
Well, we can't wait. We mustn't wait.
And neither can you. Right after this break. There's no break. This is just.
Oh, because I took a big sip of water, so I was hoping for a long break. I was hoping for 7 minutes of ads because it takes me a long time to drink water. So.
What about Jaws the Revenge? Have you seen Jaws the Revenge?
No, which one is that? Is that 3 or 4?
That was 4 with one with Michael Caine. 3 is 3D.
Okay.
Jaws for the Revenge is the first Jaws movie I saw. It's the one I probably know best.
It's the one closest to your heart.
I would say so.
It's the one that's it's the one that's pushing out essential information from your brain.
Correct. It's the one
One
where
day you'll be out there making your kid a sandwich, and you'll go to put the knife on the and you'll be like, I don't know how to do this anymore.
and I'm buttering the knife with the bread.
Oh my god!
What have I done,
And
Mason?
you're handing your kid a buttery knife. It's bad for everyone.
Because that was I don't know if you've seen it, but that's the one where a shark comes back to get revenge on the Brody. Brody, is that his family?
I don't know.
You know, the guy Roy Schneider from the first one.
It's Scheider, but
It's
yes.
Rob Schneider. Oh, hello. We're talking about Roy or Rob Schneider. What's up?
I want more sandwiches.
Do you want, and please be truthful, do you want a big sandwich or a...
I'm a big sandwich.
He's done it again.
How does he do it? All right, this time I'm definitely going to catch you, though.
Did you catch him last time? No. What are you doing, man?
He's got a hit. Look how far it is.
You can still get... Oh, my God.
Look, he had a really big head start on that one. He legitimately got away from it.
You are not trying. Your head's not in the game. Get your head out of this game of Jaws the Revenge and Rob Scheider and whatever's and just beat your son you beat your young son in a running race and then throw a sandwich in his
Like
face.
a real dad.
Yeah.
Jumanji. We're going to talk about all the Jumanji films, though,
Yes.
aren't we? It's not out in
The
Australia. but-
Jumanjilogy.
but yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I was watching it with Claire, and she fell asleep as she always does. And I'm looking at this hunter, right?
Yeah.
And I kept insisting to her that, like, I'd just cut that dude's throat. Like, I'd straight up murder that guy.
Yeah,
and she's
right.
like, you wouldn't. And I'm like, I would, because he's not real. So I could. If
Yeah.
I'm in the jungle and he's after me, I'd stab him.
Like, I just would.
Well, doesn't Alan Parrish show up with like a knife?
Yeah, he's got a knife.
Yeah, he does have a knife, yeah.
So I think you could get away with it. You could murder. I mean, they do murder people. We've seen it in the video game version.
Yeah, right.
Do you think you could murder that man? Because I think I could.
Well,
I think I could best him physically. He's obviously a better shot sometimes.
But if you just get within range of,
I reckon I could stab him.
Inside his blunderbuss
Does
range.
he sleep? Because, like, I could find
that's
him
the
and
thing.
kill him.
I guess it would depend on the rules of, like, let's say you were playing a board game and there's a hunter, like, you move a piece around the board and there's a hunter that follows you. In the rules of the board game, if you can't kill the hunter on the board game, then maybe you just can't kill him in
That's
the game.
actually a really good point, yeah.
Right? You may want to kill him.
Yeah, and he's probably superior. And I know,
Like
he's
you want
probably
to kill everybody who you play Monopoly with,
Yes.
obviously.
But he's obviously a superior tracker and everything. But they knock
Yeah.
him over with paint cans in
Yeah,
the
right.
real world. But maybe in
You're
the
saying
jungle.
we should kill him in the real
Yeah,
world.
we should kill him in the real world. Like Freddy, you drag him into the real world.
Yeah, then you tear him limb
You
from
tear
limb.
him to pieces.
He's vulnerable to fire, so you trap him in the house and you set the house on fire.
I don't know. I just feel like you just could kill him.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a bumbling idiot.
That's
you
right.
know.
This is all stuff can be said for the new one as well.
It's absolutely still get the thing from a fearsome warlord kind of character.
Yes.
Who's the guy from Game of Thrones?
The Mountain, yeah.
The Mountain from Game of Thrones.
No, the Hound.
The Hound.
One
There
of
we
them.
go. Yeah. It's one of those
one of the
crazy
giant
brothers.
guys, yeah.
They should have brought him in as the Mario brothers. Also, canonically, how old is Mario? If you had to guess.
Well, in the first game, he was probably 40, I assume.
All right. Well, what's your answer though?
Oh, so
Like,
70, let's
He's
say.
25.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Canonically, he's 25.
He's not 25.
I learned that this week. He's always 25.
It's not 25.
It's the mustache that throws you.
It's not just that, it's everything.
I know, but canonically he's 25. The guys from Nintendo are like, yeah, he's 25.
He's not 25.
He is.
He's 38.
Yeah, well, maybe he's lying about his age.
He might be.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, Jumanji 3.
25. Get out of here with that. I'd like to see his license.
Don't take it up with me. Take it up
I
with
will
at
take it up with
Nintendo
you. You're the
Japan.
only one here, so you're going to...
Okay, I'm going to tweet Nintendo right now. I won't.
Yeah. Star Wars Episode 9, everybody. The Rise of Skywalker. What did you think of this movie?
This to me feels like the sequel to the proposed Last Jedi remake, the fan-made Last Jedi remake, which at this point has acquired $417 million in pledges.
That's nearly enough.
I know, right?
For marketing alone.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, as soon as they get permission from Disney, notoriously protective corporation Disney, to get that remake going,
Yeah.
it's the most status quo kind of thing.
Yep.
So let's do that. And they just did it for 2 hours.
Absolutely, yeah. So Princess Leia's returned.
Yep.
I feel it looks flawless. That being said,
Yes.
it looks like when you go online and you get like a Darth Vader voice sampler.
Yeah.
And it's like, the Force is strong with you or whatever. And she's like, someone goes to her, Princess Leia, what should we do? And she's like, well, if we just believe in ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it just feels
right,
like
right. It feels
it's like whatever they had.
It's the Jerky Boys. It's you call up a pizza place.
You got your Arnold.
And they're like, what would you like? And you're like, I would like you to believe in yourself. And they're like, okay, but what kind of pizza would you like? The Force is strong with you. Yeah, I know, but just what pizza do you want? And they're like,
Yeah.
Jerky Boys.
Are they still doing it?
I don't know.
They are on their rotary phones.
Yeah. Was Broom Kid in this? He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
I didn't think
I think
so.
Broom Kid's more a metaphor. And I'm glad they left it like that.
Yeah, right.
Broom Kid is like an idea of the
Yeah.
future, and
Like
anybody
Egg
can
Boy.
be like Egg Boy. You're right. Yes,
Exactly.
Google Egg Boy.
People know about Egg Boy, surely.
Yeah, but not everybody. You never
Okay,
know.
right.
Yeah,
Alright.
but he's a national hero.
I agree.
Yeah, that brings me to the Knights of Ren, though.
Bunch of
They just
classic-
had axes.
I was going to say a bunch of classic characters. Remember Axe Guy? Remember...
Mesh mask.
All I remember was Axe Guy. I can't remember the other weapons, but I remember one guy having an axe and being like, all right, cool.
There is a comic on it at the
Yeah,
moment,
okay.
which kind of explains their origin, and it's quite good, and it's been one issue, and I recommend it. But, maybe you want to flesh that out a bit more in the movies. That being said, I am...
Maybe you do.
But it is a good...
Maybe you want to flesh out some movie characters in a movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's from good comic creators, so I'm happy to also read that. But most people won't.
Aren't going to, yeah.
But at least it gives them the opportunity to tell this interesting story, because a lot of the times with Star Wars stories and comics and books, there's a lot of things that you cannot say. And I think now that this trilogy is done...
The C word.
The C word for one, yeah. Yeah.
But that's all their names in the Knights of Ren series. They're all just C word 1 to 6 or however many there are.
C word axe guy.
Yeah.
C word spear guy. Yeah, and I also cannot tell them apart.
Yeah.
Like at all. I think even with like, if you look at the Imperial Guards, if you look at like Phasma, I know who they are when I look at them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I only know who the Knights of Ren are if there's 7 of them standing in a row. And I'm like, well, that must be
If there is 7 of them. I don't know.
Grumpy, sleepy,
Axie.
yep. C-bomb. That's grumpy.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyways, it is the time of year where we're talking about the best and worst of the year, Mason. Collings has been kind enough to actually put the images in here, and this really helps.
Oh, is this best hair, best wig?
Best wig. So if you are doing this survey, we've got Adam Driver in Marriage Story. I would say Adam Driver across the board. I think you could pick any of his hair.
Oh, can I say something controversial?
What's that?
I don't like his hair.
What?
Don't like his hair. I think it's I think it's objectively bad hair.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
He uses it to cover his ears.
I don't
It's
like it.
multi-purpose.
Why can't I see his ears?
Because his
What are
hair's
you hiding,
over it.
Adam Driver?
His ears.
No, I don't like it.
Okay, well, what are you going to say then?
Oh man,
Well, I'm going to go Adam Driver, even though
Okay.
you've seen it wet.
time will tell.
Time will judge me, the villain.
Yeah, time will judge you, the villain, I think. Yeah, you'll be like, what was I thinking giving him this award? And you'll go to his house and you'll be like, give us the award back.
And give me your hair.
Yes. What do you got in there? What do your little ears look like?
So there is another option, but for worst hair / wig, it's only Hawkeye.
It's only Hawkeye, right?
It's that side-on
Yeah.
picture
Oh,
of his
yeah,
hair.
I've seen it.
It's
I'm looking at it right
atrocious.
now.
It's still funny to
Yeah.
me because everything about it is like it's trying to be cool and edgy,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's feathered in a way that you care about it, but it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like that you don't care. It's just the dumbest fucking haircut I've seen in maybe 20 years.
And I understand the context of
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Like
That's also funny to me.
He's getting in with the Japanese mod, the whatever they're called. What are they called?
The Yakuza.
The Yakuza, right? And I understand that, but like,
Is he trying to throw him off? Like,
I
what is
know. We know you're not Japanese, they'd say to him, to Hawkeye. Your name's Clint Barton. You gave us your name. Not even the tattoo's fooling us.
Yeah,
It's
the
bad hair.
sleeve tattoo, the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Do you think the next movie that he's in will have him getting getting
Oh,
a laser
maybe,
off?
yeah.
In like Tony Stark's lab, he's getting the tattoo
Yeah,
taken
maybe,
off.
yeah.
You know?
He looks like a guy who dies by putting a bunch of firecrackers in his ass at like a barbecue.
Yeah,
by a
absolutely.
lake. Do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It even looks like this photo here, it looks like he's at a lake house and he's put them in his butt and they're lit and he's like,
And everyone's laughing.
Am I making a mistake here? No, I'm cool. This will be legendary. And then he explodes.
Incredible.
Yeah. All right, good work.
It's so bad. Like, that's like the Predator in terms of like, there's nothing even close to that.
Yeah.
Like, just not even
Yeah.
like wet, dry, up, down. It's just.
It doesn't look bad in any. It
It's
doesn't look
so
good in
bad.
any situation. You're right. Yeah.
Why did he do it?
Yeah.
Shh. Surprise, surprise, everybody. I bring this up every now and then. I don't like to do it too regularly.
Oh, can it be?
It's hate mail, but the hate has an 8 in it. Yes. Now, for those people who don't know, new to the show or you just don't really listen that closely, that's fine. But hate mail is based with hate.
I disagree. It's not fine.
The hate has an 8 in it. Yeah. Get among it. Avalon D says a lot of soy milk and cream.
Oh
in
my
this
God,
review.
are we officially soy boys?
We certainly
Sorry,
are.
say that one again.
A lot of soy milk and cream in this review.
Oh, white creams. Oh,
Like
soy cream.
Soy cream, Mason.
Soy cream. All right.
Soy cream.
I thought the point of a soy boy was like you didn't drink milk, dairy products. You only drank soy products.
This is soy milk
Oh, this is yes.
with a topping of soy cream on
Soy
the top.
cream is soy cream. Okay, so well, look,
With stevia
I
instead of
don't
sugar.
I don't know much about soy products, but if soy cream is a thing, then you got us, whatever your name is.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you're a real soy boy.
Oh, come on.
This is from, I'll read you the name after, but this is the comment.
Oh.
2 beta males try to work out action movies. Dudes, stop being babies. Man up, for fuck's sake. It's a fucking Rambo movie. That's from Wiltshire Medieval Society.
Oh my God, yes. That's so good.
I love a LARP, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Yeah,
but I
absolutely.
think Stone's Glass Houses, let's not.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much to enjoy about that one.
I love this. Dredge Shred 65 says, 2 Aussies talking shit about Stallone and Arnold. Also, we say a lot of positive things. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we don't, do we rubbish Arnold? I don't think we do.
I think
Anyway,
we mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either one was better than Mick, brackets, Crocodile Dundee.
Oh my God, did he burn our national hero, Crocodile Dundee? He's on the $50 note.
Write that down, you 2 wankers, lol.
Nice.
Got us. Judson Gaydon says, this is more of a kind of like a general comment on the movie itself. I just thought this might help people out and
yeah.
kind of flesh out the world for us.
Okay.
You're not going to talk about the stocks remaining folded on the AKMs and the AMD 65s? Those stocks should be unfolded so the rifles can be fired properly from the shoulder. Personally, I find stuff like that insulting. Can you believe we didn't bring that up?
Oh my God, we didn't think about extending the stocks. Also, it's Rambo. He's firing machine guns.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't.
One
He fights a horse with a tank
God.
or whatever. Or tank with a horse or whatever variation on that. Daniel said...
Oh my God, imagine if you fought a tank with a horse. Imagine if you fought a horse with a tank. That'd be so manly.
Just splat it like a tube of
You
toothpaste.
wouldn't see a soy boy fight a horse with a tank, would
Are you kidding me? I would love to see a man fight a tank with a horse with a tank.
Right?
It's incredible.
You can kill it in so many ways.
It would burst like a tube of toothpaste. Daniel says, so we have 2 gay clowns here who doesn't like the Rambo movie. Oh, and we have to get them some gay porno movies that they can like.
We'll get our own gay porno movies.
You don't need to ship them over.
We'll be fine.
We've got the internet.
We just Google gay porno movies, please. That's how it works, right?
There's a lot. This is the last one.
Oh my
I'm
God!
sorry.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't
They're
mean
good,
to,
though.
I didn't mean to put so many in.
But also the thing is, why would you leave any gold on the table? Is all I'm
you're right,
saying.
yeah.
You know. And also, this doesn't come. Sometimes we don't get any hate mail for ages.
Yeah,
so,
that's it, man.
Yeah.
Does Rambo... This is from Call Me Kenneth. Exclamation mark. So, does Rambo hurt your delicate sensibilities? Toughen up, manginas. This movie is the tits. Hard-boiled action at its finest. If limp-wrist douchebags like IGN and the rest of the soy-shill media are complaining about the cultural this and misogyny that, then you can rest assured that the movie has everything that these wastes of oxygen bitch boys lack. Oh, this is all caps. A pair of huge swinging balls.
So we need a pair of huge swinging balls between us.
That's right, yeah. It ends on this.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's still going.
Leave it here, yeah. I'm going to watch it twice. He's talking about the new one, I assume. But again, we didn't mention that in this one.
Yeah.
Once with an erection and the second time with your wife.
Wow. Well, it's good he's keeping his erection away from your wife.
Do you think he could sustain 2 erections, though?
For
Or 1 long erection?
that's 200 minutes.
Yeah.
With 2 showings of that movie.
Well, he's more of a man than either of us, Mason.
That's very true.
I'm ready.
So this has happened over a series of years, it would seem. It's from someone called Scott Reacher, and it starts as regularly as anything.
It's probably related to Jack Reacher.
He
Right?
could very well be.
I think so too.
I hope he's not as dangerous, Mason. Scott Reacher says, but what if I want to see year 1? I want to see year 1. That's on a video about something about Batman movies.
Okay, cool.
Next one says, someone please tell me where the Skeletor dance video is from. I'm just painting a picture. I'm setting the scene.
Wait, are these separate comments?
These are separate comments.
Okay, so this is all in the one video.
No, this is a different video over a series of time.
Oh, I see,
Because
right.
you can click on a person's name and you can get the whole...
Okay, right.
Or you can run a search so we can get the whole back catalog.
So this is back in time. That's
Yes.
the first thing he ever said was,
Yes.
what if I want to see Batman Year One? Okay.
And then, what's the Skeletor dance from? And then this next one says, this comes across as very nitpicky and this episode feels very rushed. It was on a video about the most pointless CGI in movies.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is talking trash about Cutthroat Island. Real cool. Thumbs down.
And did he give you a thumbs
Gave
down?
me a
Can you
thumbs
tell?
down,
Okay,
yeah.
right.
A
That's
little
great. Did we
emoji.
say something mean about Cutthroat Island?
I did in the review for Pirates of the Caribbean 5, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
no.
remember that. Next movie, talking trash about Iron Fist. Not cool.
Thumbs
That's a
down?
video where we talked about how Iron Fist is a dummy in his own series.
Yeah, right.
Next video
Did
is...
he give you a thumbs down for that?
Yes, he did. Next
Hang
video...
on, what was the thing he said? He keeps repeating himself. He says,
Talking trash about.
talking trash about. Okay, right.
Next one...
Do you think that's his catchphrase?
He has a
Not
different-
on my watch. Talking trash about this guy, not on my watch.
You think that's his catchphrase, but he has a different catchphrase.
Oh, I'm ready for
It
this.
will become very apparent. Next one is on 5 franchises that need to die. From that video, he says, how about 5 reasons Mr. Sunday movies need to be stopped? Emoji of a hand doing the stop.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You know-
And does he provide 5?
No.
Lazy.
I agree.
At least you're making videos. You know? I mean, you should stop, but the fact that you continue to make them is at
He
least
could at
positive.
least type them. It's not that difficult, is it?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Next video on Geostorm, we're talking about Geostorm and the death of those that type of film.
Uh-huh.
Talking trash about Twister, really cool Mr. Sunday movies. Next video is the one that I made about with the lightsaber, with that lightsaber ad that I made for that
Oh,
VR
yeah,
thing.
for like Jedi VR.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
He looks like a scumbag too. The circle is complete.
What I like about that one is because he has made an assumption there that you've read all of his comments because he's like, looks like a scum. Like, he's not talking to anybody. He's like, looks like a scumbag too.
Yeah.
But here's the twist. You have now read all his
I
comments.
have. I stumbled across one, and
Yeah.
and often I'll be like, "What's this? Is this a tip of something?"
Oh, this guy's good.
Yeah.
This guy is the Mr. Glass of your existence because he has planted a seed and he's woven it through.
This one is about every Easter egg in the Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sunday Movies equals scum. All capitals. Each letter has a space between it.
Is it because you're not responding to any of his?
But I don't know.
You don't know. That's right.
This
might make him very happy.
I hope so.
Unless he doesn't listen to the podcast, which is quite
Which
likely.
is very likely. This one is on my video Star Wars is Ruined, where I just talk about it's a criticism of The Last Jedi, but it's not real. It's just like going back through and picking a dumb thing out of every Star Wars film or
right.
whatever.
You can complain about anything.
It's not a real video.
Yeah. It's a satire.
Very good. I said, Mr. Sunday Movies is ruined.
You're lucky you didn't create a video called Star Wars is cancelled, because then you would have been cancelled. And if somebody says you're cancelled, you're out, right?
This is on the Easter eggs from Ready Player One. You missed Escape from New York. Unsubscribed. Next video. Avengers Infinity War Easter eggs. Mr. Scumbag Movies. Footloose isn't the greatest movie ever. Me. Unsubscribed. Thumbs down.
Wow, he double unsubscribed you.
Dude.
Wow.
Next video on the best 80s action movies. Temple of Doom doesn't have problems. Mr. Scumbag Movies has problems.
Ooh.
Winking face.
Unsubscribed.
This is on my Deadpool 2 Easter egg video. When Mr. Scumbag Movies makes fun of Bambi, thumbs down.
Oh.
Next video.
Did you make fun of Bambi?
I guess I did. I don't remember a lot of the stuff I say.
Yeah. His mother is dead,
His mother's
James.
dead. I know that.
God
I've never
damn.
seen it also.
Wow.
This is the video on the future of Star Wars. Boba Fett versus Maul would definitely be something worth seeing.
That would be quite impressive, actually. Now that actually pretty good, because one's got the jetpack and the lasers, and the other's a double lightsaber.
That's right.
They're both masters of their particular fighting styles. That would be very interesting.
Agreed.
You cannot argue with that.
I don't.
Cannot argue with whatever this guy's name is. I've already forgotten.
Scott Reacher.
Scott Reacher.
Next video on stop making Batman movies, he wrote, how about stop making YouTube videos?
Is that directed at you or
Yes,
directed at everybody?
That's me. It's got,
how about
5
everybody?
likes as well, to be fair.
Whoa.
Yeah, so,
He's building... Look, he may not be building a rapport with you, but he's building a rapport with your subscribers. And you better watch out, because eventually the next one's going to be more like Mr. Dumbass Movies, and it's going to have 200,000 likes. and then they're going to be like... He's going to create a different...
groundswell
Yeah,
of...
yeah. He's going to create a counter channel called Mr. Reacher Movies.
Yes.
and he's gonna take all your subscribers.
He may have, the movement may lost some momentum, because this comment, talking trash about Smallville, only has 2 thumbs up.
Ooh.
And every comment from here, the 7 or so that are left, have no thumbs up.
Ooh.
So I think he had his moment. He had his window.
moment. He had his shiny moment. Yeah,
He didn't.
because it's all about timing, isn't
Totally
it? You
it
get
is,
in
yeah.
first, and then
Yeah.
people see that comment and be like, "I was gonna say, Mr. Sunday Movies, kill yourself, but before I do that, I'm gonna like this comment."
Correct. In every version of Spider-Man from Spider-Verse, he wrote, it's sacrilege what he says about Spider-Man 2099. More like Mr. Scumbag Movies.
Ooh.
Aquaman is lame. Definitely needs to change his channel to Mr. Scumbag Movies. People don't hate Clue, you misinformed twats. That's you. You're in on that
Oh,
one.
nice, cool.
Mr. Scumbag's Movies likes to talk trash about Aquaman, huh? I like Aquaman. I think he's
Yeah, I like Aquaman, yeah.
The Neo scene is badass. This is from recently we talked about the bad
worse
CGI.
CGI, yeah. Uh-huh.
You are poorly misinformed, Mr. Scumbag Movies, one word. And the last one is from Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where we made fun of that video game.
Yeah.
A lot of people, by the way.
That's their favourite game of all time,
Yeah.
apparently.
I stand by it.
Yeah, I stand by it too.
Okay, it's official time this time. Mr. Scumbag Movies, it's time to stop. It's official. It's locked in.
Well, look, we had a good run, didn't we? But I guess if it's time to stop.
It's over.
Yeah.
I love the unsubscribed.
Yep.
He's bailing.
He's
He's got a nickname for me.
Mr. Scumbag Movies.
But and it's tied into my YouTube name as well. I don't know if you
Yeah.
noticed that.
Uh-huh.
It's not an accident.
If somebody could knock up a Mr. Scumbag Movies
Yes,
t-shirt
please.
really quickly. Maybe it says how about talking trash about Mr. Scumbag Movies? I don't think so. I'd like that a lot.
Me too. All right, that's tape.
And it's your face coming out of a bin.
Yes. Can I have a banana peel on my head?
Yes, you can.
Great.
Yes. Well, it's up to the artist, but I hope
Sure,
so.
yeah. Obviously, it's creative interpretation. Yeah. That guy's probably fine, right?
Yeah, I like him.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's back.
How many sandwiches is that now? How many have you had?
How many sandwiches could a
you're
young
still
man
eating
eat?
a sandwich right now. What would you like?
I want more sandwich.
Okay, one more.
I think this one is going to prove to your undoing, young man. I feel like
He's already off.
He's already off.
He's already taken off.
yeah, this is going to end in tears. This is my prediction.
I didn't get him. He had a really good head start
Oh,
on that
come on,
one.
come on.
You saw him take
He
off.
was full of sandwich.
He had so much sandwich.
I 100%. The next time he's going to come in crying, I guarantee you. He's just doing this for the fame
doing
and
it for
attention.
I think he's doing it for the chase,
Yeah.
genuinely.
Oh, yeah, okay,
he really
right.
likes to be chased.
Oh, okay.
But do you know what it's time for now?
Oh, what's the time for?
What are we reading?
Oh, what are we going to read?
Ha 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 ha. Dun, 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 dun. I'll do the theme song.
Yeah.
I'm doing the theme. What are we reading today? Great.
Great.
What do you got?
Endgame is number one, obviously. No,
Bit of
go
a bloody
on.
cop-out, mate.
It
It's
is-
like
well,
the
it
time
is-
I said Game of Thrones.
Yeah, last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the Game of Thrones?
No. I'm going to watch it at the end, like every single time.
Well, if you want after this, while I edit this podcast, you
Yeah.
can just watch the first episode of my house if you want.
Okay,
if you're not doing
then.
anything, I'll just
All
put
right,
it on.
sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Will anyone make me a big sandwich?
No one's making you sandwiches, mate. No one's making that.
I just want to have a big sandwich. When we go down the road and get a big sandwich.
Yeah, go into a shop and ask for a big,
Big
sandwich.
sandwich.
See how that goes
Oh,
down.
yeah.
What do you want on it? Doesn't
Big-
matter.
Big sandwich. I'm going to do it toddler style.
Could be
Just
anything.
Big sandwich. Big sandwich. Big sandwich. And then I just wave money at them until they make me a big sandwich.
What are you reading or gonna read?
I think I'm going to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion,
It's
which is
on
Netflix now. It's redubbed, apparently.
Okay.
I wouldn't notice.
About time, I say.
Didn't like that old dubbing? You've not seen it, I don't think.
Let me just say, Mason,
Yes.
about time.
Is this a new version of a character guy who knows everything about Ultraman, except it's guy who knows everything
It's
about
just anime.
Yeah, okay, it's guy who knows everything about anime.
Not
I
at
love
all.
him. I love him. What's your stance on subs versus dubs?
Mate, it depends on, obviously, the era that it's from.
Nice, good, great.
Yeah, look, and there's good examples of both.
Yep.
This new dub of Evangelion,
Yes.
which I think, as I said earlier,
Yep.
that's what I
about
prefer.
time.
Yeah.
It's about time for that.
But if you want to get fanatic about it,
and you would, because you're the guy who knows
Because-
everything about anime. Yeah.
subs all day, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's nailed it.
Anyway, you are going to watch it. How many episodes are there? I know, but how many do you think there
He
are?
reached the limit of his knowledge, but he got it all right somehow. How many episodes is there?
Yeah.
35 or something? Is
that all?
I can check. I'll check.
I just remember it feeling like more because it's such a rich narrative.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
And this is also the retelling, is that right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh, you're going to be this guy.
Which anime do you think it is?
Yes.
Where they say don't watch the original one, watch like
There's
the...
26 episodes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna have to
Well, so
rewatch this.
yeah, nice.
I love that.
So,
I also read Batman Damned 3 issues.
Oh,
The final
yeah, right.
issue.
did
Confusing.
you get the dong version or not the dong version?
I think I got it post dong, or there was an update to the file maybe that took
right.
out the dong. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I can Google.
Well,
the
that's
dong.
what you got to do. What
Yeah.
you had to have done is to go on a Comixology, because for anybody who doesn't know, the first issue of Batman Damned,
Yeah.
famously you could see Batman's dong in it,
Famously,
and then
it's got the American flag on it.
that's right. And then I guess they recalled various editions and they printed out a version where it's
Yeah.
And so now in comic book collectors' guides, it's going to have to say Batman Damned issue 1, dong or not dong.
Yeah, that's right.
But what you had to do, if you got the digital version, obviously
Yeah.
you'd have had to get it on your iPad or whatever, and then like turn it to airplane mode and take the SIM card out and snap it in half.
That's right.
So no one could ever take it away from you.
I believe it asks you to update the comic, though, doesn't it?
Ah,
It's
right,
like
okay.
there's a new version of this.
Oh,
Whenever
you
it says
want
that, I'm like, no,
Absolutely
I've
not.
read it and no,
Yes.
I want to see the dong.
Okay. I don't know the plot of Batman Damned.
It's a different reality, and it's like a weird nightmare kind of scenario.
Oh.
Constantine is the narrator. Mm-hmm. Having read the third issue,
Dongstantine.
Dongstantine, thanks. The first one came out, I believe, last year.
Dongstantine.
I couldn't remember.
I've replaced John with the word dong.
I got it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Dongstanpeen.
You did it all. You changed it all. Didn't
That's
you?
right, I did, yeah.
So the first one was like last year, so I don't remember.
Okay.
And then when this one opened, I'm like, I don't remember. It opens where he's in a coffin, and I'm like, I don't remember this at all.
Huh.
So I'm going to read it again before I could give any kind of proper analysis or opinions.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Bruce Wang. Instead of Bruce Wayne.
I get it.
You get it?
That's good.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been reading? Well, obviously you've been working on Wang puns.
Yeah.
Obviously all week. Yeah. But
just scribbling in my little notebook here.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to start watching Preacher.
Oh yeah.
Dominic Cooper was just in Melbourne recently. We
Was
missed
he?
him. Yeah.
For some kind of con or whatever.
I think so, maybe.
He's
yeah.
conning an old lady out of a boat.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Like Superman Returns, Mason.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. I
Yeah.
get your reference. But, I mean, there's 3 seasons out, so...
Super Dong Redongs. I could do it.
Nice. It's pretty... Well, yeah. I thought I was the only one who could do it. Yeah.
Should have said Super Wang Redongs, but
Well, you've said it now, and you're in control of the edit, so you can do whatever you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what was Dominic Cooper in Australia for?
I think maybe he was promoting some sort of like, go to the Northern Territory, go to a luxury resort in the Northern Territory.
Okay, Dominic Cooper.
I guess I will. Yep, I guess.
Good on him.
The only new thing is that I watched the new Shaft 2019 Shaft.
Oh, I saw you watch that.
Which is in
on Netflix
in Australia
somehow.
went directly to Netflix. In America, apparently got a cinema release. It's actually pretty good.
I've heard nothing but bad things.
Really?
Isn't it all jokes all the time? And people are like, this isn't Shaft, not even the 2000 one where he beat up Christian
It's
Bale.
better than the 2000 Shaft. It's way better than
You should
that.
watch the 2000 Shaft again.
I've
It's got a
seen
really
it.
good cast.
Yeah, but it's bad.
You're bad at making good comments about 2000 Shaft.
Yep, that's true. You're not wrong.
What do you think of that?
It's good, yep.
There's a great scene where he beats up like a street thug kid in the first one.
Oh, yes.
When he's like...
2000 Shaft?
2000 Shaft. You should watch it. I think you should watch it. Have you seen it?
Yes!
Watch it, Mason.
What are you doing with it? What is this?
It's all
who's
right.
Who's this new character? Guy who likes 2000 Shaft too much and recommends it to all his friends.
I'm not saying it's the
When was
greatest
the last
movie.
time you saw it?
No, a couple of years ago, I reckon.
I
A
have
quarter
seen
time.
it. I'm not.
You haven't seen it.
I have seen it.
Christian Bale's in it.
I know, playing the same character from American Psycho.
Jeffrey, whatever his name's in it.
Yeah, I
Christian
know.
Bale's in it.
I know.
Christian Bale's in it.
I'm aware.
American Psycho.
Maybe you should watch Shaft 2019.
I will.
Good.
I saw it and I went good because I did want to see it because
Okay.
I like Shaft 2000.
Okay, we should coordinate this more because usually most weeks it's one of us going, "Hey, you should watch this," and then the next week it's the other person going.
But this week it's us telling each other to watch different Shaft movies,
yeah.
but the modern interpretations.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. Anyway, watch New Shaft.
I will.
Okay.
You should watch Stranger Things season 3. We'll probably talk about it next week. I
Okay,
guess.
cool. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm probably a couple in. It's good.
But you've seen the whole thing.
No, I said I've seen like 3.
Okay, that's
You
good. That's a good
dumbass.
amount. I wasn't listening.
I know. You were thinking about Shaft 2000.
Thinking about Shaft.
Thinking
2000.
whether you were wrong,
Maybe
and you are.
Maybe I am wrong. Maybe we should watch Shaft.
I
2000.
think you should. Joel Singleton directed it.
I don't believe.
First Fast and
I don't believe
Furious.
anything you say now. 'Cause
Boys
you're
in the
like-
Hood.
Yeah, I remember.
Other movies, definitely.
Yeah. Can't believe you like Shaft 2000. I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you actually like that Shaft
Yes,
movie?
I do.
I'm going to ask you off air and figure out if you're doing a bit. I'm still not going to believe you.
People should write in whether they like Shaft 2000. I'm not saying it's amazing. That's
Yep.
not what I'm saying. It's a product of its time, etc. and so forth.
Okay.
But I think it's better than you think it is.
Okay.
Or it's as good as you think it is because everyone's opinion is different.
That's true.
If you want to reach the show, if you want to tell us about Shaft 2000,
Please do.
hashtag Weekly Planet
Do you
Pod.
think Shaft 2000 is good? Yes or no? Get at us on Twitter. I'm at Wikipedia Brown. James is Mr. Sunday Movies.
Please let us know.
Well, listen, on the way over here, I've been listening to it recently. Our friends over at Batch Bitch, I've been listening to that as part of the Planet Broadcasting Network. This sounds like an ad, but it's not an ad. I was like...
It's an endorsement.
It is an endorsement
It's a
because
lifestyle brand.
Our friends Naomi Higgins and Danielle Walker
Yes.
host that. They're super, super funny. You might know Naomi Higgins from the Gamey Game show on YouTube.
I do know that.
And you might know Danielle Walker from just being funny in general.
That's true.
Their podcast where they talk about all things of The Bachelor and reality TV. It's not really about The Bachelor or reality TV. They're just being funny.
Yeah, well, no podcast is really about the thing it's supposed to be about.
Thank God.
In the tradition of great podcasting.
Exactly. But what I didn't know is that basically all the women, in the case of The Bachelor, have to go on leave from their job or quit their job or just not have a job, and they all move them into the house for a period of months.
Yeah.
And then
some of them don't get dates for like 2 months.
Well, exactly, and all they do is they just wait in this house for the Bachelor, this golden man to show up and be like, I choose you, and they're
put
like,
him in a helicopter.
Oh my god, and then and exactly, and it's just kind of like
I love Brett Silverstein.
and it's I didn't know that it was such a
I'm going to Google Brett Silverstein in case he's like a murderer or something.
Okay, right. Okay, and then you'll really love him. But then it's like this cult environment. I had no idea. Like, and I'm curious as to whether they're built from the ground up like a cult. They're like, okay,
Brett
well,
Silverstein, Rate My Professor is the second result.
Oh, Jesus.
Rate. I said rate.
Oh, okay, well, that's
Okay, yeah.
that's all right then.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting.
Anyway, Batch Bitch is a really good
Batch Bitch,
podcast.
yeah.
It's super funny. I'm just listening to it on the way here, and I'm bloody loving it. So get into that, I reckon.
Okay, what I'm going to recommend this week is Brett Silverstein, professor over at the Psychology Department of the City College of New York.
How's he being rated over there?
He's got a 4.3, which is not bad, but a lot of really positive reviews. Apparently, the difficulty level of his class is around a 3, but the overall quality is verging on a 4. I mean, it's not all glowing reviews, but I think considering the amount of people who would have taught, 4.3 is not actually bad at all.
Hey, quick side note. What are you actually recommending this week, you son of a bitch?
You don't like my second take at this Brett Silverstein gag?
No, I like it. It's so good.
This is the first time I've done this. Just to
Is
clarify.
it? Who knows what's real anymore?
I'm
You were like, do you think this Brett Silverstein gag will play the second time? I'm like, absolutely, it'll play.
What are we reading today, Mason?
Here's a question for you.
I love questions.
Should I get the remastered Ghostbusters video game?
I've never played it,
Yeah, neither have I.
and probably
See, I love original Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
and this is of course the real sequel to Ghostbusters 2. But it's also one of those. It's kind of like they had to build a plot around revisiting a lot of the old stuff from the
Stay
movies. It's like,
Puft
well,
Marshmallow Man,
Stay Puft
whatever,
Marshmallow
yeah.
Man and capturing Slimer again. And
Yeah,
whatever.
there's that painting of that guy.
I don't think
whatever.
Vigo the Cup. Oh, maybe he is.
No, the painting is in it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they obliterated that painting. Didn't it become like?
It became
Like them?
Yeah, it became like a religious painting with the Ghostbusters and a baby. I
That
think.
makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Doesn't make sense.
And the guy from Abby McBeal was in it.
Abby McBeal.
Ally McBeal.
Abby McBeal.
Abby McBeal.
She never made
That's
it.
immediately
to the
become a
se-
thing that now, no matter what happens at this point, I'll be like, hey, James, you want to come to the movies? And you'll be like, is Abby McBeal going to be there? I'll be like, no! No!
You're also going to get tweets like that now.
Yeah.
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 Hey, look, I'm at the movies, and you make your cool Gemini Man post when it's two of you.
It's Abby McBeal.
One on the left, Abby McBeal.
Abby McBeal.
Abby McBeal. What were you thinking,
Oh,
Mason?
no. Weekly Planet Crying Edition, starring me. I was going to say contained within this segment, obviously, what we read, and I think it's now a regular feature, is our feature, Who Watches the TV Show Watchmen, parentheses, James and Meso, asterisk, Weekly Planet Podcast.
It's a good show.
If somebody could knock that up in the Watchmen font,
Please.
that would be really good.
Yeah. Also, do you reckon we should edit this into a spin-off podcast, just a 4-minute podcast of us going, yeah, it was good. I think I
It was
liked
pretty
the last
good.
one."
It was good, yeah.
What's your spin-off podcast going to be? It's hard to think of a podcast idea, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah. One of Claire's idea was every week we research a different climate crisis thing and we talk about it. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. I would never do
Or like
that.
Planet Broadcasting.
That's what I said,
'Cause we'd be
Mason.
so bored by that.
We try and sneak it into the pop
Yep.
culture. We
That's
can't
right.
make it the main meal.
No, that's right.
What are you talking about? I said to Claire.
That's right. Or like Planet Yawn Casting.
Thank you.
That's right.
It's good.
Maybe I do some sort of get to sleep podcast called Planet Yawn Casting.
Well, Alistair Trumby Birchall does
Well, yeah, Shusha, doesn't he? Yeah.
And his would be better than yours.
oh, come on.
Yeah, but do you think it wouldn't? be better?
No, this would be better. Mine would just be like, go to sleep, for God's sake.
If you can hear this, you're awake.
And that's the wrong thing to be right now. You should be doing the right thing, which is being asleep.
You're getting more and more wired.
Yeah.
The more you're awake. You've got a big day tomorrow. You have to. If you don't
pressure's
have the right
mounting.
amount of
You
sleep,
probably have some big presentation to do at work.
Yeah.
This is you're making a mistake and you continue to make that mistake.
if I try shouting, does that? Do you want to talk about The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
It was all right.
Wait, our famous segment, Who Watches the TV show The Mandalorian?
James and Mason.
Asterisk Weekly Planet
Weekly
Podcast.
Planet.
If somebody could make that in the Star Wars font
Please.
or in an opening crawl,
Yes.
I would appreciate it.
I guess if I had a complaint of this show, it's that why hasn't anybody strangled that baby yet? That's my one complaint. But my second complaint is,
Yes.
Mason, that
5 minutes ago, you were like,
I know.
oh my God, I can't imagine anyone ever harming a child. And then you're like, I'll strangle this baby. Yeah,
well, it's green. It's not like me.
that's true.
But
It's got your bloody ears, though, mate. I tell you what.
is it
James, it's got your bloody ears, mate. I tell you what.
Is it a-
Also, everybody's got cool jetpacks.
Some people have cool
What does the
jetpacks.
Mandalorian have a jetpack?
Well, that's what he says.
He did.
He goes, I got to get me one of these rad jetpacks,
That's right.
Mason.
No one want to flying. He's not flying yet.
Anything else, or do you want to do the next segment?
Let's do the next. Oh wait, no. Let's continue to talk and fill for a couple more seconds. Hey,
I'm ready to go
What
to
do
the
you
next.
reckon about
I'm
that?
ready
I
to
reckon you
go.
should bloody-
I don't
reckon
need
maybe-
to wait. I'm
But
happy
I
to
would like
roll
to. I just
into
want
the
to make
next
sure we haven't
episode.
forgotten a single damn
I don't
thing.
think we have.
Actually, no.
all
Let's
of my
let's do
lists.
letters.
Oh,
The classic one was
Letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a day away.
Great theme song. Not as good, bear in mind, as the Defenders of the Earth theme song.
Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Out of the sky, his rockets ignite. Jets into battle, flying faster than light. Flash Gordon, Lord of the Jungle, the hero who stalks. The beasts call him brother, the goes to war. Banzu, Defenders of the Earth.
I bloody got you all. You thought I stopped doing it? I'll never stop.
Oh, wow.
Great.
It is great.
If you want to reach the show, hashtag Weekly Planet Pod on Twitter. A lot of people send through some really great stuff, and we pick two. Not always the best.
we certainly pick some, don't we?
Also, weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com if you want to shoot Mason an email, a Gmail.
Here's one right here.
He's so ready this week.
This
It's
one's
amazing.
from Dominic Crow, because this one's I'm a big fan of this one.
Okay.
Hey guys, me and my mate Sam have listened and enjoyed your podcast and YouTube channel for quite a while now. Thank you.
Be more specific about how much time as well. I need to know if you're a lifelong fan.
Oh, yep. Mhm.
Yeah, is it
so
like
since they've been born.
Okay, that's good.
Wow. Now, since you started the mad ghost bit, we say it all the time, so we decided to get matching tattoos. So Sam and Dominic, if they've sent through photos, they've got matching mad ghost tattoos.
Oh, wonderful.
We got-
is, that
we got
is that a shin?
That's an ankle tattoo, I
Love
believe.
it.
Yeah. Unless he's got a really weird shaped arm and hand.
It might just.
that's- I
could
think
be a
that-
neck.
I
Could be
believe
a
those
really
are-
long neck.
Yeah. Sure, we have done the mad ghost bit.
Is it Jeff Johns' production
I think
company?
it is. I was going to ask you.
I don't remember any of our
So
jokes.
this thing you've permanently attached to our bodies, we're fairly confident is the name of Jeff Johns' comic book.
Mad Ghost!
Mad Ghost! Mad Ghost!
I like to think the logo is a man in a sheet with two eye holes and a sideways hat.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. And the hat
And he's
has,
on rollerblades.
and the hat has the beer cans in it.
Okay.
And they go down, like the straws come down, but then the beer's just spilling out because he's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Just spilling out below it,
Love
like a
it.
Slimer. you
Like
know?
a Slimer. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. And now you have that forever.
It's pretty good.
Well, that was a quick answer to that. I thought
Yeah.
we'd have some more banter, but guess we don't need it.
No. We've had plenty in the past. Go back to a previous episode.
What do you got?
Let's see. Here's an email from Philip Prager.
I'm ready, Prags.
Hey guys, Phil here. We know Phil.
Phil, we know.
We know Phil. God damn it, Phil. Taking up valuable
Phil?
time. Yeah. We say keep these pithy. We know you know. Well, he said Philip. Look, it doesn't matter. What do you think about Disney Plus?
Is it Phil or Philip? Now I want to know.
Well, he said Phil, but maybe Philip is for business purposes.
Philip, right back in. Yes or
It's
no?
yes or no.
Is your name just Philip
Yeah.
or Phil?
Phil. Is your name Phil or Philip? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is the question.
Like the screwdriver.
What would you think about Disney Plus doing a Bandersnatch style Marvel show? Maybe Deadpool or the Punisher.
That would work for those particular characters. In particular, Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah, right.
Like your universe breaking. Or like a Spider-Ham or like someone weird like that.
Yeah, right.
universe
Somebody fourth
jumping.
wall breaking.
Yeah.
It could be like a because they used to be Marvel Choose Your Own Adventure books. They
Yeah.
weren't Choose Your Own Adventure branded, but they
Sure.
were Marvel. I remember.
Oh, was that a brand?
Choose Your
like
Own
a
Adventure.
particular
Yeah,
brand?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Choose Your Own Adventure. They were a brand of books.
I will choose my own adventure. I'll read a better book. How about that? Got
If
him.
only you'd thought of that 20 years ago. That's just come to you now. Somebody was like, why don't you read this Choose Your Own Adventure book 20 years ago? And you're like, okay. and then you've just snapped awake now. Maybe I'll choose to read a better. Oh, they're gone. They're gone and they're dead.
Yeah,
they were my school librarian and they're dead.
They're
now.
gone and I'm 35. How did that happen? I think they'd be more inclined to do it as like an animated thing. Than
right.
Yeah,
because I remember very specifically there was a Doctor Strange Choose Your Own Adventure style book, and it was like, there's some bank robbers. Do you want to use this spell, or this spell? And you're like, they all sound similar. I'll use this one, and it's like, you're dead. You're like, what are you? How was I?
I hated that.
I thought that was going to work.
There's no clue.
I thought the winds of Watum were going to work, but it just flung me into a cement mixer. You know.
That wouldn't even happen to Doctor Strange.
Right?
You should have chosen to read a different book.
Nice. Oh, got him. Got him. Let's find who wrote those books and we'll email them. Maybe I'll choose to read a different book. Guys, would you choose to read a different book? Yes or no?
This is Ross Lawhead. Hi, chaps.
Hey.
That's us. What length of comic story do you generally enjoy reading most? Single issue, 6-issue arc, 12-issue maxi series, 52-issue epic? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever's good. I do kind of like the one-shots that are a little bit longer. They're like 40, 50 pages.
Yeah, right,
And they tell like a self-contained thing.
Yeah.
And there's no like, that's not like, and next week. It's like, and it's this saga, and now it's this saga.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
I reckon 12's good. A good solid. Good solid length.
Sometimes I look
Watchmen
at
is kind of the classic. Of
yeah,
that,
right.
I think,
Is that 12?
That's 12.
I knew that because it's an anime. So,
oh no, you have crossed the line. Who's going to be more mad at you, anime fans or Alan Moore fans?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Who are you more mad at him? Are you more mad at him or not? Yes or no? Alan Moore fans, anime fans, yes or no?
So this is from Always 420.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
sorry. If you do want to reach the show, hashtag Weekly Planet Pod on Twitter.
Hashtag.
Nice.
That's a little thing from Everyday 420.
Bongs. I also know everything about weed and smoking marijuana.
Well, you would because you're the guy who knows everything about anime, so of course you know everything about weed too.
You can vape it. You can hotbox a car or a tent.
It's a tent.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty cool that you know those things.
So, I got another tweet here from Salford Citizen, hashtag Weekly Planet Pod. Am I the only person who's starting to think that this... Am I the only person who's starting to think that this phase 4 of the MCU is going to be difficult to keep track of?
Am I the only one?
Movies set in the multiverse, TV shows, spin-offs, TV shows in parallel universes, brackets Loki, and what-if scenarios? There's
too many what-if scenarios. We've done it.
That's our Julie Seinfeld.
Yep, there it is.
Impersonation is back. Yeah, it is confusing.
Yeah.
I think that kind of they market themselves as like, yeah, you can just go and see this.
Yeah.
Except for Endgame where you had to see the previous one.
Yeah.
But that didn't hurt it at all. It's
That's
the
true.
most successful movie of all time. Except for inflation.
In many ways it's helped.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's probably not... Just keep up.
Yeah.
Just keep up, mate.
Oh my God. Can't you just keep up with all these movies and TV shows?
There's so many TV shows!
Just listen to the Weekly Planet podcast. We'll help you out.
That's all you need. Mm-hmm. Jerry, which show do I watch?
What if?
But don't I need the background of the original stories of these characters?
In many ways you do. It was a bad example, Jerry.
We're both Jerry.
We're both Jerry. The least likable character in the TV show Seinfeld, yes. Both their character. This is from Seth Morland. For your podcast intro, it says,
okay,
just use a recording where the word not is inserted before shooting up your butthole.
That's not a bad idea.
Then it will no longer be inappropriate as nothing is going up anyone's butthole. Thank you, Seth.
Actually, I do have a tweet here from Bernard that's related to the theme song. It says, change the theme song to the Defenders of the Earth theme song.
Defenders of the Earth. Defenders.
Bloody guy, yeah.
Got everyone.
Flash Gordon.
Lord of the jungle, the hero who stalks. The beasts call him brother, the goes to war.
Phantom.
Defenders of the Earth.
You can't hear that, Mason, but I could hear it.
I was trying to find a point to go Lothar, but I couldn't.
I've shortened it.
Oh, I see. Right, you've done an edited
edit
version there. Okay, right. Shh, here's one more. Here's some more life events.
I love life events.
Wedding bells. Thanks for helping this kick off,
Ring a
guys.
ding ding.
This is from Micah Germanio. You might remember him. We proposed to his girlfriend.
Me and you
on the podcast.
We went out there.
Yeah, I remember that.
We went to their house.
Yeah.
Will you marry all of us? We said.
That's right.
All three of us got down on a knee.
Hey mates, last night I had the best night of my life. I was able to marry my best friend Caitlin. It was such an amazing night. Want to take a minute to thank you guys for being there from the beginning. I must have had 50 people tell me last night how they went and listened to the proposal after they heard about it.
Really?
So they went back and listened to the. So look, we'll take those listens.
Absolutely,
we'll take those
we will.
downloads.
How many do you think stayed?
If everybody could subscribe, if you get all your wedding guests to subscribe,
Great.
that's amazing.
Good
right?
stuff happening today.
Yes.
No more bad news, anybody.
No,
Just
good
this all
news.
good things forever.
It's good news.
Yeah.
Love it.
I should get married. Oh, wait. You should
Let's
get
go to the
married.
tape.
Oh, why did I do this? Oh.
What's that a recording of? That's not from the show.
That's from me opening
That's you at the wedding.
That's me opening too many 7-Ups.
Okay. Well, we've all got regrets, don't we?
We've opened too many 7-Ups in here.
Right. This room veritably stinks of 7-Up. You know that 7-Up tang?
Anyway, it's been 300 shows somehow.
That's right. We've done
And it's great.
it.
And
People said... I was going to say people said we couldn't do it, but nobody said anything. So...
people were, I guess, somewhat bemused that we got this far.
Yeah, that's
I'd imagine, if that's probably the maximum level of interest. But no, it's because of this and the YouTube channel as well. But this, I feel, has really built a really lovely community of people who
Absolutely.
and mostly positive, I feel. And because look, we try not to bang on things too much and try to bring too much negativity to. But I don't know. I know I say this every time we hit a milestone, but I genuinely appreciate that this is my job. And the biggest part for me is that I can get to be home with my family. You know, I can live, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you is what I'm saying, but I can live comfortably, you know, through support of this. As long as I don't like do something horrendous and get cancelled, then I'd love to keep doing this for as long as possible.
Well, surprise, here's all the stuff you cut out of the podcast.
Oh, no.
I've been saving it on my phone. All the horrible things you've said. That's the episode 300 bonus content. But if you want to sign up to the Patreon, I'll put it all up there. The stuff that's going to get James cancelled. But yeah, like we have the nicest community on Facebook, I feel. We've got a Facebook group, Planet Broadcasting Great Mates, and it's just funny, nice, smart, civil conversations about all this stuff. Because, like, in the grand scheme of things, we're just talking about movies and comic books and TV shows. Then it doesn't need to be fights over this sort of stuff. We're all just here wanting to see some nice movies and see everyone else just see themselves represented in movies and have a nice time and just have a bit of fun. And it's great to see that people are on board with that.
Yep. And we also both agree that it's also PC gone mad. So
oh my God, it's absolute PC gone mad out there. We're the only ones. We're at the vanguard of fighting back against PC gone mad. As you'll find out when you subscribe to the Patreon and hear about all the stuff James has been saying over the years that I've recorded and he hasn't known about.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to bring the show to a close, Mason?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks everybody who's telling friends and subscribing.
Yeah.
And give us a nice review.
Yeah.
I was going to say a couple of stars on iTunes. That's not enough stars.
No, as many as you can
Many
fathom.
As you can fathom, exactly. But 5 would be ideal. I think.
I agree. Yeah.
Subscribe and tell a friend.
Yeah.
Just shout at them.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. If you see them picking up their phone, slap it to the ground and say, don't you dare pick that up unless you're going to immediately subscribe to the Weekly Planet.
And give them the
iTunes.
maximum amount of stars.
Give the maximum amount of stars having not listened
That
to
really
it.
does help, though. Like, it moves us up in the charts and gets visible.
And it gets people off their phones.
That's
for a
right,
second.
exactly, yeah. And that's what's important to me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More like anti-social media.
That's what I said also. Because, like, you can go FaceTime or you could get face-to-face, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, yeah. Yeah, you get on Facebook. Or you could read books face-to-face.
Good point.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Very good.
Yeah. You could go on Instagram, or you could...
Have a gram of Coke.
With your friends.
Yes.
You know?
Instantly.
You could go on Twitter, or
Yep.
you could have a gram of Coke with your friends. Instantly.
Exactly.
You know, and tweet about it.
You could go on Snapchat,
Yeah.
or if someone's chatting with you,
Yeah.
you can snap their head in a bear trap.
Because you're on Coke. You're on Coke and have very easy access to various maiming weapons used for capturing big game.
Please continue with your wrapping up of the show.
How do we wrap this up? I forgot.
You stopped at iTunes.
That's true. Anyway, iTunes. Anyway, if you want to say hi, if you want to email and let us know a more effective way to end this podcast.
All right. I was going to say catchphrase. Sorry.
Wow. You should say your catchphrase.
All right. What is my Who ate all my biscotti?
Yes, he's done it.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
goodness.
completely blanked
Oh
then.
my goodness.
Been a long time between bowls of biscotti.
That's right. Should we build you some sort of 7-Up based catchphrase?
I hate this.
That's really good. We could even make that like the new Planet Broadcasting tag at the end of everybody's episodes. I hate this. James, how you feeling now?
Oh man, I feel so much better. I feel like my personality isn't the kind of person that I'd want to be at this point in my life. I mean, thank God, I guess, that I'm 55, I guess. And I've accomplished... No, wait. Great.
You're doing great.
I guess I am.
You're the co-host of a podcast?
That's true.
Yep.
Co-host?
Host, what did I say?
That's fine too, yeah. Look, I'm just happy that everybody got to experience, presumably, all the fun times we had in 2019.
What do you know about yourself now?
What do I know?
I mean, you're just a series of memes, ultimately.
Yeah, I'm unnecessarily angry. I'm not very happy as a human being. I hate most of my peers and family for some reason. And I do this because I probably got fired from teaching.
Confirmed.
Which is, just to be clear, I wasn't fired from teaching. I left.
His memories are back. I mean, they're not accurate anymore. But I mean, look, let's just go with that. If that makes you happier in your life,
it does a little bit. Yeah, excellent. All right, look, we'll be back, won't we, very soon for our first episode of the year officially. What's this? But what is it again? My memory is legitimately God still. Most anticipated movies.
That's absolutely right.
2019, 2020, whatever fucking year it is. We're in the 20s.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, so exciting.
It's going to be a big year. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly the date that we'll be back, but we will be back, won't we?
That's right.
It's at least a week off.
Oh, my God, let's celebrate with a bottle of champagne. I'll just get these glasses from up in this top shelf. Oh, my head. What am I doing here? What's going on?
So, basically, I get 100% of the ad revenue.
Sounds great to me.
See you soon.
Grab that jab, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Have we done Amnesia before?
I think we have.
We've done Amnesia
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
I mean, if you want.
It's up to you.
Oh, no.
What's happened?
I want Mama's sandwich.
This is outrageous.
This is outrageous.
Are you just doing this for the chase?
How is your tummy, young man? How is it?
I'm going to have to cut some of these out, right?
No.
What is this, like 5 or 6?
It might be 5 or 6, yeah.
I didn't catch him.
Oh, my God.
I hate this.
I hate this.